on late TV. Go, Jeff yourself. Go, Jeff yourself. Let Chef Jeff cook. Let Chef Jeff cook. We're frying up the truth with a sideways look. It's a wild kind of vibe, and it's most definitely the Jeff and Jeffrey Show. Yeah, that's the recipe. Now Steve settles in with a rock and roll roar.
We're going live. Watch out. Watch out.
I even put bona fide pirate for you, Steven.
Yeah. We're coming in like a Boeing 787.
Triple thread ride, like a surfboard solo with the tide on your side. Oh, Stevie's got a hook. Adam's got the stats. Jeff's in the booth. Flipping verbal acrobats.
Who is this? I want his album.
Dude, right?
Isn't it a great song?
Surfboard solo with the tide on your side, on your side.
That's rad.
Go, Jeff yourself. Go, Jeff
That's a good one, dude. Like Beach Boys style for Brian
I
Wilson
did
passing away this
60s
week.
rockable Billy beach rock or
There
something
you
like
go. There you go.
signals hot and the takes
B-dubs.
All right, we are back live on the Jeffing Jeffrey Show on YouTube in my own home, the Jeffing Jeffrey studio, and of course we got my two close buddies here, Steve McLaughlin and
Steve, you look at your arm on there. It doesn't look very big. I thought it was going to look bigger than that. You might want to
What?
flex the whole thing.
yeah, you gotta be flexing, dude.
I thought it looked bigger than that. I take it back. I take it back. It looks all right.
What?
It looks all right.
I want to look jacked.
We should have done some push-ups before we
Just
started.
for everybody
this
who's
thing.
watching, I've been working out a lot, okay? So this hurts.
He's been doing a lot of cardio, guys. A lot of cardio.
You're terrible.
Well, it's clear, and it's also pretty hot out, so we got it. This is
Yeah.
why we're showing off the guns
Yeah,
today.
exactly.
I lost a lot of water weight on the way here. So.
Exactly.
You just
Been running
dropped
cross-country.
off a lot of water weight in the bathroom.
There you go. Yeah, same
Wow.
thing. Same thing. I know. I thought they were bigger too. It looks, yeah. I thought it was going to add weight. I guess it took away
I'm
some
just going
weight.
to keep my hand right here.
It's the fisheye lens. It's the fisheye lens.
Well, anyways,
Oh, goodness gracious. I love it. Okay, perfect. So what are we going to do? Have a show tonight?
we're gonna have a show here tonight.
Let's do it, man.
Let's get into it.
Let's get after it. Oh, dude. Okay. I got back from Sedona. I went on a vacation, everybody. I went on vacation. Hey.
Vacations.
And I brought Jeffrey a gift. Steve, I didn't know you were going to be here, so I didn't bring you a gift. But I brought you a gift. It was supposed to be the hottest, like one of the hottest hot sauces I've ever seen in my entire life. So I brought it for you. It's called the General's Hot Sauce. It's made by these Army vets and stuff. But whatever. It looks like a grenade. And it's like the coolest thing ever. Comes with
That's
a dog
sick.
tag. And it's
Whoa.
Reaper. It's Reaper. It's called Reaper Actual. So yeah,
get a
we're
little
going to
air
pop
horn.
that puppy open, and we should shred that. We should pour it all
we
over.
probably
like,
should.
yeah.
We probably should shred
snort
this
it.
like right now on live on the air.
Whatever you want to do. However you
We're
want
just
to do it.
we're just sluts for the views here.
Yeah.
So let's just.
Let's
Wow.
pour ourselves out.
You know what's weird?
Let's do it. Let's do.
I happen to have
let's do-
spoons. I didn't.
yeah.
This wasn't even planned.
Let's do stunts. Let's do
I
stunts.
keistered them.
Oh my god!
Don't straight from my butt to
You know
your
what?
mouth.
Oh, perfect.
This
Which
is my
side?
first. This is my first show where we're not at
Saddle.
your previous.
Yeah.
Dude.
So
yeah.
then-
Welcome to this.
So
I'm
say the
excited.
word.
There.
Say a word. Do you want to say that?
Can I say something real quick?
Say
Yeah.
it.
I just want to say.
You can say it. You
gotta
did it. You
say
did
it
it.
now.
It's a
You
bad
It
word.
felt good. It felt
Yes.
good. No, I'm good on the spoonage.
Dude,
You're not gonna try it?
you got to do. You got to at least dip your finger. in. I'm not going to drink a whole spoon thing. It's Reaper, dude.
Ooh, boy.
It's supposed to be extremely
Listen,
hot.
I struggle in the toilet as it is, so I don't want to like make it
Even like,
harder.
just like.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm only gonna do the pack because I can't do that either, dude.
All right.
You want me
should
to
bring up the website and put it up here after
Look at
you
this
open
guy.
it, or if
He's
you want me to
gonna-
open it, you bring
let
up the
me-
website.
Can I open it for you? Because I feel like you're
Do
struggling.
you have something
Well, he's
sharp?
got those
I
really
it, I got it.
soft hands.
I have-
He's got. Those
I got
really
these pussy ass hands.
He's got those hands like he's just been typing on a little computer all day and a little bit of moisturizer.
You're terrible.
Hey, now.
Here, someone open this. I can't
Jeff's,
figure
one
this
of,
out
Jeff's
right
one of the toughest guys
Crack
that
it
I
like a
know.
grenade. Crack it like is that a grenade?
now. Don't break it.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? There's a seal right here, which
Yeah, there
means
you
it's
go.
going to go.
I did unseal
So I
it.
think it's
By the way,
spin.
it's a screw top.
it is. It's a screw top.
That's what I'm trying to do.
No, you were
No, he
over here
just
like
undid
trying
it
to
like-
like pop it like a
No,
beer
I was-
He
bottle.
just pickle jarred you, man. You're done. That was it.
You know what? You know what, guys? Jeff,
Strong as an ox.
he loosened it. Okay, he loosened it.
Yeah, I loosened it.
It
True.
may not look
Okay,
big
be
on
careful,
camera,
be
but it's
careful.
oh my
Be
gosh!
careful. That
Shake
looks
it up
mean.
first. Shake it up.
That
I want to
looks
smell it.
mean.
I want to smell it.
That looks mean, dude.
It looks mean.
That looks
So it's
hard.
made by like I'm pretty sure Army vets or Marine vets. Oh my gosh, I can hear it shaking, dude.
All right, here we go.
Ooh.
Pour a little bit. I know it's gonna burn your eyes out, man.
Smell that.
Yeah, I want to smell it. Oh my god, it's thick, dude. Oh, that smells really nice.
Yeah, it smells good.
You know what? Anytime,
I'm not scared of that smell at all.
I'm not scared at all.
Anytime anyone's ever told me,
I would pull that plug out first. Pull that
anytime
use one of the spoons
anytime
to do
anyone's
it.
ever
Yeah,
told
there
me
you go.
smell that, it's always turned out well. So,
Jeff, if you took that down, that would not go well. That would be the end of the
my
show,
God.
dude.
Oh,
you don't. You just do it itty bitty first, dude. No.
what are you doing?
No.
Why?
No stunts. No stunts. Is it super spicy or no?
Ladies and gentlemen, continue after.
I'm letting it process.
Okay, let it
so
process.
Far,
We're gonna have an intermission and we'll be back in 10
Jeff's going
minutes.
to the hospital. Hold on, let me get 911 speed. Okay, dude, yeah, just take a little bit. Is it that thick? So all of it's that thick?
That's thick. That's what she
Such a
said.
thick brick. I thought you were shaking it like.
I don't know what I'm doing.
That's all you're gonna want. That's
I
all
don't
you
know what
want.
I'm doing.
That's it. That's all I want. Like I'm gonna finger it, bro.
don't put it. Hey, be careful with that because then you might touch your eyes.
I'm not gonna touch my eyes.
Dude, I don't want to eat that.
No, it's not that bad.
Smells like death.
How's your spice?
Yeah.
I'd buy that for $1.
You don't have to. You don't have to. But what are the
Alright.
comments going to say about Steven's lack of trying?
All right, ladies and gentlemen. God, here we go.
There we go.
I gotta walk that off. I'm serious. It got my throat. Oh, be right back. Keep going.
You're not playing this up, are you? Is it really that bad?
I don't know what we're doing here.
How'd you do?
This has been great. I really appreciate you all coming out today, and
You know,
thank you for-
capsaicin's really supposed to be good for you, so I think you should put a little bit more down.
That's gonna do it for the Jeff and Jeffrey show today.
I guess that's that. Okay, I'll see you later.
Thank you so
That's a wrap on the show.
Dude, I took a healthy fingerful, and I'm already like
I hope you didn't put that directly on your finger, though.
I'm thinking about life.
You're contemplating.
I'm debating life.
Green's still suffering.
I can hear him in the other room. He's like, "Oh God."
I guess I have a higher spice tolerance.
You know what though? I think you and I spoke about this before when we watched Hot Ones. That Da Bomb Beyond Insanity.
We're gonna have to try that
I
live on air.
I tried it a couple times and in front of a few friends, and it's next level. There's a reason why that's the only sauce, like you said, that stays the same every season on that show.
Yeah, it's. I mean, everybody hates it. No one's ever like, oh, I like this. No one. And I've watched multiple episodes.
You know what I will say is the flavor of Da Bomb is actually not bad. It's great flavor, but you gotta cook it down a little bit. You can't just like throw it on top of stuff.
No, you
It's,
can't.
Yeah.
How are you feeling over there, boss man?
Great.
Welcome back.
Thank you for that gift.
Oh my God, that's insane, dude.
There it is.
And it keeps on giving.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, that's terrible.
Holy
It
moly!
actually tastes really good.
And like the taste is good. It's just, oh man,
How'd you do?
I did okay. I just because I told Jeff. You remember Hot Ones?
Yeah.
So the only sauce that stays the same every season is that Da Bomb Beyond. So my wife and I ordered it a couple years back, and I remember like trying it and being like, "Holy moly!" But I told Jeff the flavor's good, but you got to cook it down a little bit. You can't just throw it on top of your food.
Oh my goodness.
So maybe I'm a little high tolerance, like you said, Jeff.
I got low.
Stop,
No way.
Ron.
What
Stop.
are you, Conan O'Brien?
Hashtag Jersey Shore.
Yeah, I showed him the Conan O'Brien one on Hot Ones. It was the best. That's the best one you'll see.
Conan's been on Hot Ones.
Oh my God, he
just
went
did it.
unhinged.
No way.
Just went nuts.
He was
'cause
rubbing it in his face and stuff.
I gotta
Yeah,
see that.
I get this one.
Hey, R.I.P. Coolio. You seen the Coolio episode of Hot Ones?
Oh no.
Dude, he like eats it all and like with no milk, and then he goes and lays down for a while and like wouldn't leave set for like a couple hours and like took a nap and Coolio.
How are you doing over there?
I'm cooling off finally. Dude, that was gnarly. It got my throat like just the right spot, so it like hit me. I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Hello.
What are you doing? How did you drink it down like that? What did you do?
I just ate it. What do you mean?
That's unreal.
I took a fingerful and it was a lot.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I'm still feeling it right now.
Holy crap.
It's taking.
So here's the actual ingredients too, which is
Yeah.
interesting. American-grown cayenne and Carolina Reapers, which is like
oh,
the.
that's the hottest it gets, dude.
I think it might.
Ghost
Is a
and-
scorpion that goes higher?
Oh, the Trinidad Scorpion.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think Jeff. I think Carolina Reaper's the.
This is what I like about hot sauce, though. It's like the healthiest condiment where there's no calories.
It makes you healthy, man, and you're supposed to eat it because
I
it
eat the
keeps
shit.
you
I eat the shit
Will
out
you,
of it
will
like
you
every
check
day.
that? I think Carolina Reaper. You're right. That is the hottest though.
Oh
I think
God,
Carolina,
dude.
like yeah. What is the hottest?
But check
hot
out the
sauce?
names
It's
of the
hotter
other
than
ones, dude.
like
Check
you
out
said.
the
It's
names.
hotter than Trinidad Scorpion.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
Carolina
my
Reaper.
God, dude. That got me just the right spot. There they
Holy
are.
moly!
Look at the names.
This
They're
is.
so funny.
By the way, this is not an ad. We're just
Not an
showing
ad.
you where
No,
what
but
kind
it's
of.
so good.
Oh, absolutely. Shout out to the General's hot sauce.
Shout out to the
Oh
General's
my
hot
god!
sauce. I think
I'm
you
drinking
got
water right now. Like, what's going on?
I think you-
what is up?
I think you got the one that sold out too. By the way,
Holy
No
moly.
way.
wait, no, it's like a limited edition 300.
You know what?
Oh, is that the 300?
It's like 95 degrees outside, and I'm over here like sweating even more because of your sauce.
I know.
Thanks,
I'm wearing
bro.
a hat.
Oh no,
hat's
that
coming.
was
Come on.
signed by the general. The guy's, that's what he is. He's an ex-military general. So which one is he? Army or Marine? He's one of those.
I don't know if it matters.
yeah, that was extremely
I don't know
hot,
if it matters because he's just gonna blow your ass off. So.
It's
Good. It's good for you. Let's look at
was
the hottest
insane.
peppers. Hottest peppers.
Oh my gosh! All right, let's get back to it, dude. Oh yeah, we're gonna hot pot peppers. Okay,
Really
let's do
quick,
it.
let's just
I
see
know.
what-
Okay,
I'm
so
all
funny you
flurried.
mentioned because when we went to Sedona, we went to a place called the I think it's the most famous breakfast place in all of Arizona, and it's called the. Did you go?
You know, I know what you're talking about. We didn't go because there's a new place. But okay, so you went to it's like the old pancake or like the old breakfast joint or whatever it's called.
Something like that. It's
Yeah.
called the old omelet.
Yeah, the old omelet house or whatever. It's
Something
like all
that.
about the omelets.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we went and I got a tank top from it. I forget what it's called.
Yes.
And I'll never forget the sauce that they served with our breakfast was a boom. That
Like
kind of
Carolina Reaper style.
something.
Look at who it's made by. Ed Curry of the Pucker Butt Pepper Company.
Yep.
So it's Pepper X. They don't even have like a
Aptly
cool
named.
name. It's just Pepper X.
Oh my gosh,
Shout
dude.
out, shout out,
2.69 million.
shout out to
Scoville
Pucker Butt.
units.
Shout out to
Scovilles.
Pucker Butt because I'm gonna Pucker Butt my Pucker Butt later.
My butt's puckered.
Dude, so we went to a place called like Secret Garden Restaurant, me and my mom, and it was no joke. It was as good as any great restaurant for breakfast in Los Angeles or
Okay.
Orange County. It was so good and so like high quality, tasty food. We brought like 2 loaves of bread from the joint down the street.
Let me-
Excuse me, I'm dying over
I know
here.
you're dying. Well, you guys took such huge
man.
You guys took such huge like spoonfuls, man.
I don't know, man. I didn't drink that much. It got me in the right spot. Ouchie, man.
Yeah, and also you
I'm
can
better. I'm
inhale
like
it
almost
wrong,
better.
it'll hurt.
What's
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
This place was called the Coffee Pot.
Coffee pot. That's
Yes.
it. Yeah. And the other one is called the Secret Garden. I swear.
So we had like a 20-minute wait time, and so they're like, yeah,
wow.
go ahead and shop our gift shop. So I
Yeah.
bought a tank top. So then I think I got it was either like
Coffee pot.
what do they call it like
Cut off the sleeves.
No,
Have you said?
it was a tank top.
You made it thinner. You made it even
It was
thinner.
either like what is it called? Chilaquiles or what's the other one? Jeff?
Chilaquiles is
what's,
awesome.
What's the
Huevos
other Mexican?
rancheros.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It was. I think I got a huevos rancheros. Or
Yeah.
what's there's another breakfast Mexican breakfast dish. It's oh dude,
Like a
Chilaquiles,
torta.
huevos rancheros.
something, and it came with like this sauce, and it was just like that, where it was so spicy, but you didn't want to stop. You got like sweaty, but you kept eating it because it
Yeah.
was so good. Oh my god!
Well, it's probably like it's like you know how it's really good for you. Your body's telling you, yeah, this is hot, but it's like I know this is doing something good to me.
Well, that's the one. Like when I
Maybe.
hear the bomb on the hot ones,
Yeah.
like everybody's like, dude, I feel like you poisoned me. Like this is literal poison.
Yeah.
Like people start going numb and like their ears and their
Yeah.
eyes. For like 10 seconds there, I'm like, I thought it tasted great, but then it hit my throat. I'm like, oh. I was like, what is going on, man? It was a
it's
different
like,
story.
Even when Gordon Ramsay was on Hot Ones, he's like, "Oh, that one tastes good, but it's just like hot for no reason. 'Cause it's just like it's
Exactly.
stupid hot.
Right.
It's like stupid.
Like battery acid. Like people have said
Yeah.
battery acid.
Gordon Ramsay, I think, has the highest views of Hot Ones. There's like
Yeah.
100 million views.
What,
It's
remember?
funny, dude.
Because remember, he kept,
crazy how that popular
remember he kept
show
blowing
got.
like donuts because he like
Yeah.
chefs think that like sweetness
Right.
like counteracts like a hotness, and I'm like,
I think
dude,
he's right, dude.
He brought
No.
Pepto Bismol, and
Yeah.
I
he
remember
is
that.
right. He did donuts.
But the second time he came
sugar
on,
donuts and Pepto Bismol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, whiskey does not work. Water works. That was gnarly. dude.
the
I was like,
imaginary
oh.
whiskey.
Yeah, imaginary.
Did you see the Dave Grohl episode?
Yeah.
I loved that he
was great.
He tried to getting Sean Evans drunk, and that was so.
I
good.
heard
Because he was
doing
going to
whiskey
shop for shop with
Yeah,
them, wasn't
yeah,
he?
they were
Yeah.
doing
He
whiskey
kept going,
shot
let's do
each
another one. And
week.
Sean Evans was like, okay, well, I don't ask a question. He's like, nah, forget your question. Let's do another shot.
Exactly.
So well.
So good.
I mean,
that's what Conan does though too. They take over the show. It's so fun.
well,
They're
how
like,
many
Dude, I'll take
how
it.
many people on Hot Ones like did it without milk or water? It was like Padma Lakshmi,
There's a couple girls
Guy
that did it.
Fieri.
Halle Berry is supposed to be like the best at it, or was
Yeah.
the best at
I
it.
thought Padma Lakshmi was she was from Top Chef,
Rad.
and then
dude, did you guys
Guy
know
Fieri.
one of those top chefs just died today? The one with the bleached spiky hair. That lady.
Guy Fieri.
No, no. I can't think of her name. You'll know her in a millisecond. Just put chef that died
I know
today.
who you're talking about. Oh,
Anna
man.
or Ann something.
Dude.
The spiky bleached
so
hair.
Top Chef.
Top chef passed away from. I think she had cancer, like prostate cancer or something. I don't know if it's prostate. It's not prostate.
Do you guys watch Chopped?
Lauren loves those
Anne
shows, so-
Burrell.
Yeah, Anne Burrell.
dies at 55.
No
There you go.
way.
Yeah, the one with the bleached hair.
I remember
the
her.
white hair.
Yeah, man.
Totally. She just died a little bit ago.
Okay, so Chopped used to be like so cool because it'd be like, yeah, man, you have 30 minutes to like create this, and then all of a sudden it evolved into something else where it was like, here's an old boot, some chewed gum, a
Exactly.
half-smoked cigarette, and a dead fish. Go ahead, you have 20 minutes.
Oh, MacGruber, get yourself out of this room. It's like, all right, I'll defuse this
Be
bomb.
like, hey, you know what? I don't know if
Exactly.
that's edible or tasty.
Dude, unbelievable. How did you eat that whole thing? So
I'm used
did
to
you
spice.
gulp it though, or did you taste it in your mouth?
I was like,
Did you
put it
really?
in there? Yeah.
Do that again.
Don't.
No, wait. I want to see you do it in your mouth like that. I feel like you did a trick to like swallow it down.
Jeff, don't, but do it.
Yeah, do it. I just want to see it on your tongue then.
Stop. That's so much.
That's what she said. I want to see like, yeah. No way. No. Ugh.
Jeff's got a pretty tongue. He's got a pretty tongue though, you know?
No way. That's a nice tongue.
You gotta,
No way.
what are you doing?
How did it get me like that? Unbelievable.
But I've had like hot sauce before that I get. It's really hot.
Yeah.
Hey, the new
How hot would you?
Senor
That's pretty
Lechuga is a
tasty,
good one.
huh? It's pretty tasty. Do you like
Oh
it?
yeah, it's great.
I know. I
And
actually
you know
love
what I love is like your eyes widen. They kind of it's like you're on an
Yeah, that's
acid
what mine
trip.
did too. I'm
They
like,
do.
Yeah.
Hey, the new name for the show is the Hot Ass Jeffy and Jeffrey.
The hot ass Jeffy Jeffrey show.
Hey man,
Oh my gosh.
I missed that.
Dude, that is crazy. So yeah, Sedona, unbelievable, dude. That place is one of the most beautiful places I've ever been.
I know.
We
I gotta
did
check
right
that
after
place
Grand
out.
Canyon. Yeah.
But I'll never do it during the summer. It sounds like it'd be a miserable steaming pile of hot.
We went on the
Shit.
it had just rained. It just rained. It was so pretty. All the rocks were red. There was shit everywhere.
You know what? Way to salt
It's
his
what it
vacation,
does,
by the
exactly.
way. He's like, I had the greatest time in Sedona. He's like, salty, steamy
Yeah,
shit.
steamy shits everywhere.
Everybody
Dude,
stinks like death.
At our hotel, there was like this little rock area where you could do like meditation rocks and like make a little stack of rocks and stuff. Dude, it was so rad.
You know what was cool
It was
was
so
when I
rad.
told you that they upgraded us because they heard it was our anniversary, and all of a sudden I had this like patio. Like I felt like I could have had 30 people on like having a cocktail party, and we had all these plans to go do
Yeah.
things, and then all of a sudden I look at my wife and I'm like, and she's like, I don't go anywhere. Look at this patio. And I
Why
was
would you leave?
Well, we only had
Exactly.
one night, so I was like 100%. So Sedona is magical.
Yeah, we were gonna go stargazing. I told my mom, I'm like, dude, let's go look at the stars because it's supposed to be insane at this one lookout point.
Stargazing just sounds
It was
fabulous.
like stargazing, like hiking trails and all this stuff, and but it was cloudy that night, so we didn't go. I'm like, dude, like
Stargazing just sounds fabulous.
2 nights in a row stargazing.
Like sweet.
It was so
Stargazing.
sweet. But it was raining at night. It was beautiful in the
Hey,
morning.
I'm
It was
gonna start
crazy.
calling people that. I'm like, you're such a stargazer.
Stargazing. That's a new song by Miles Smith. Stargazers.
New song by Steve McLaughlin.
Stop it.
Stop it. Don't.
No, you go like this.
That doesn't drop for another month, guys.
By the way,
Doesn't drop.
me being a musician, I do want to say that I'm going to take Jeff. Jeff gave me some advice a long time ago, and he said, you've been trying to be in bands for so long, dude, and you've had so many bands like break up and split up and stuff. He's like, why don't you just do your own thing? And I think for a long time I was afraid to do my own.
Dude, I honestly thought you were about to say he said stop being a dick.
He
Go ahead.
he
Sorry,
said to
man.
me once. Jeff said to me once. He said, as your friend, I got to tell you, I think you should do some solo stuff. And so
Oh, did you really?
I've recently just started to create some solo stuff, and I gotta kind of give snaps to my boy Jeff because he was the voice behind that, man.
Are you going electric or acoustical or what are you doing?
He needs to go back into. That's what I've been saying. He needs to get back into the piano.
Yeah.
So I'm doing a combination of like piano, drums, guitar because I play all three. So
I heard you can play Vanessa Carlton on piano. You said that a minute ago.
Yeah,
You said that
it
right
was
before
so
the show
unfair
started.
too. Like you're at a party and like you're trying to like impress the girls, and then all of a sudden Steve would whip out the Vanessa Carlton. You're like,
Making my way downtown.
That guys,
walking
that's not a
fast, faces
that is
passing,
not a
I'm
penny dropper. You
homebound.
guys are acting like this is like this closer. That's not. That's like a
yes,
That's
it
like
was.
a-
Don't
he's so
even
cute.
lie. Don't even lie.
Whatever.
Why wouldn't you just pull out "Let It Be" by the Beatles or something, man?
You
I
know
learned how to
what?
play Let It Be. That's
Did
actually
you
easy to
really?
play.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what my closer is? To be
John
honest with you?
Mayer.
No, it's Brian Adams. What is it?
Anywhere you go,
No,
anywhere you
everything I do,
yeah, I do it for you.
So there's a video. Do you have YouTube on here?
It's
I can't play the music.
no, I know
snap.
exactly what you're talking about because it's the movie. It's from
Robin
Three
Hood.
Musketeers.
Robin Hood.
No, is it Robin Hood? Which one's Three Musketeers?
$20 right now.
No way.
Oh, okay. So,
No way.
okay. So, Three Musketeers is oh, for
Yeah,
run,
Sting,
oh, for love.
Sting, Ryan Adams, and who else? It's one other one. Yeah,
and then
that's
Robin
right.
Hood
You're right.
is everything I do, do it for. So
Oh, God, that was
my
good.
wife and
Good
I,
job.
I'd love to be able to have Jeff pull it up on whatever, but
I can't play the music.
There's a video where
Can't play music.
you're terrible.
I told him, I'm like, we got to do that. We got to figure out a way, man.
Shout out to my wife because we went on a date when we first started dating, and we went to a piano bar. And we got there like fairly early, and I think I told Jeff this story, but like
I don't think I heard this.
No
story.
way. You played along?
the guy was like gone by like
Sing Sing?
9 p.m. And I'm
Sing Sing?
Wait, I have it.
Oh, okay.
So it's on my YouTube. So I don't know if you can pull it up, but so
You can pull
the
up.
bartender goes like, "Hey, like, do you want to play?" And I'm like, "How do you know I play?" She's like, "I've been seeing you stare at the piano. Like, you just go ahead and play. I'll buy you a shot." And I was like, "All right." So I went up there and I like totally hijacked the piano and I like, and I did my whole little medley. And I remember like I played the Bryan Adams song to end. And I remember my wife was like,
brought the house
she's
down.
Like, I gotta marry this guy.
No, was it the first date?
Not first, but it was like
Okay.
the third or fourth. But if you haven't, you can probably try to maybe.
What's the search?
Pull up my YouTube, which is my name.
I was timelining and like, there's no way it could have been Sing Sing at Irvine Spectrum because
Let
I'm
me-
like, that would make you about 14.
Can I send you? Can I
I
send
don't
you?
think it would work,
Right?
dude.
Can I send you the link, Jeff? Does that work? To help?
Trying to think of how to search this. Steve McLaughlin.
How
What's
did
like?
you
What's
eat
the
that
title
salsa
of?
like that?
What's the title?
type in piano bar hijack or whatever it is. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Yeah, get it.
It's called. Here it is, right here. I'm gonna send it to you. Right.
crazy.
Okay, it's called the Steve's
Let me see that grenade.
Dirty Steve's.
Don't, you're gonna try it.
Take your
You're
time,
gonna.
take
Don't
your
tell me you're
time.
gonna try it again.
I just got dude, I love the smell
Don't
of
do it,
No, I know, but I love the smell
Jeff.
of it.
It's Dirty Steve's piano bar hijack with the
I love
apostrophe.
it. I love it because there's only what? Let's see. 1, 2.
Dirty Steve's
3, 4.
Piano bar hijack.
There's 5 ingredients to this, you guys.
I know, that's what I love about
There's no
that.
bologna about it.
Oh, it's straight up, dog.
And I knew there was Chipotle. I'm like, dude, there's Chipotle in this. The only thing is Chipotle.
Dude, you know what?
seasoning.
I saw the first item at Target. So you know how like I told you about Walmart has better goods.
Yeah.
They have literally the same look style branding that Target now has of a product that they own,
Oh, really?
a brand.
Weird.
But I bought some popsicles when we stopped at Target.
Yeah.
And it had like the beet juice in it and rather than like
Right.
red number 5 or whatever.
You have to. They have to now because people are looking at it now. And
So-
they're trying to rename them too to hide
Hey.
them, and it's not even real.
What? There it is.
In Memphis? You guys are in Memphis?
No, this
is
is
this
the
thing?
Corona. It's
Okay.
just, it was called the Memphis Bar.
Beautiful, Steven.
Thank you. Listen, let it go. Let it go.
You should have been like to the guy that left. You go.
Exactly.
It's my job now,
Listen to
bitch.
this, right.
He's bringing
So-
it home.
so-
He's bringing it home. Let's hear the claps.
Well, there was like 7 people in there.
I was gonna say they panned to the audience. Like 500 people.
Like
7
5
people
people.
there.
So you know what's funny? Like you said, was there was like
All 7 were
apparently there was like
mesmerized.
20 or 30 people rolled up, and then Jeff, it was like weird because the dude left at like before 9 o'clock, and I remember being like, "This is Saturday night."
he's all-
Yeah,
this
when
guy.
was the bar supposed to
So
close?
she said, "I'll buy you a couple of shots if you go up there and play." And she like hit the lights, and I was
Wow.
like, "Ooh!" And she like turned my microphone on. I was like, "Oh." So I went up there and did my thing, and I'll never forget. Like, it's 5 people. Hey, all right. But when I came back, she goes, Do you want to like play? Can
going.
we sign you? Like, you want
Yeah.
to play here?" And I was like, "Hey, I'd love to play here, but you know what?
What do they pay somebody to play there to do that?
I think it's like $20 or $30 an hour, which is kind of isn't worth
Yeah,
it.
it's
But,
not worth it. Tips.
but it was
Tips.
fun. It was
Yeah,
fun.
but like you're getting the practice out. You're getting the reps in.
It was funny because, like you said,
Hmm.
the dude I think just didn't get like the response he wanted, so he dipped.
So, yeah, because he had 7 people there. And
No,
so-
no, he
Boring.
Yeah.
said, boring.
Everybody's yelling that from the audience.
So
All
she said there
7.
was like 20 or 30 people like rolled up, and then
Really?
as soon as like he took a break, he just like didn't come back, and I was like,
Oh
oh,
my
snap.
gosh.
So I remember being like, dude, I'll play, and she was like, okay. So then that was that.
Yeah.
But
That sounds pretty good.
pretty good.
well, thank you.
Yeah. Pretty.
And my wife was like, I gotta lock this guy down because he's
Oh, wow.
he's emotionally a loose cannon. So
He's going to need a lot of therapy, but this is going to work. I think I got this.
shout out to my wife.
Shit I can deal with. That's what she said. She's like, this is shit I can deal with.
Well,
Shit I just don't want to deal with, but I will.
and you know what? We've been
tell me.
You and I have been through a lot. Like where you came through for a lot of band shows. So I gotta give it to Jeff. Like I played with a lot of
I went
bands.
to one of your shows.
I was gonna get air horn to myself.
Wow.
Nice.
Let's beat the shit out of that air horn tonight.
All right, let's do this. Jeff, you just got back from Palm Springs. It's 115 degrees. How was that, man?
I'm never going back there again. That's what the consensus is, and that was the consensus of like everybody that went. They're like, that was the most miserable. I mean, it was a great time, but like the heat when you're trying to dress up and go out in the evening, that's when you're just like, fuck this. This is not fun. I couldn't have a good time.
That was me leaving Santa Margarita today. I put on like the cut off pants and cut off shirt. I knew you were gonna be going sleeveless.
I had like this
was
cool
dude,
corduroy
this is-
shirt that was like, I got good feedback from it, but I decided to wear it that night, and it just
corduroy shirt.
Yeah,
You gotta wear a shirt that's
it was not a good choice.
You gotta wear a colored shirt that where you can't see the sweat coming through.
Exactly.
No, I have these cool shirts that are style like kind of like Hawaiian style shirts that are perfect because they're very loose and light. But I really wanted to wear that shirt, but then it was just too hot, and I made the mistake of
Or
wearing
like
that shirt.
at one of those dude strip clubs where they have like the little holes in like the jersey, like that one.
Well,
like your nipple comes out of the hole.
I think you guys can both
Do
agree.
that
yeah,
one,
you kind
dude.
of have to be careful about what you wear in Palm Springs.
And
I don't want to give
you
off
guys
the
will both
wrong
agree.
idea.
Like when the back of your shirt,
I'd love to see that.
when the back of your shirt sticks to your body.
That's when you know.
Yep.
That's
too
like when
much.
I get out of the car and it's a little sweaty. I'm like, oh no, I gotta walk around for 5 minutes. It's like you only air this thing out.
The worst if you're sitting and it's really hot and you sit on you have shorts on and the back of your legs hit the leather seat.
Oh man, it's death.
That's the worst.
It's the worst.
It's the worst. I'm like literally peeling my skin off.
So did you? It was a birthday party though. You guys had a blast.
Yeah, it was like it was a dirty 30.
Love it.
And it was at the Ace Hotel.
Ace is the
I
place.
do recommend it. It's got a cool like pool vibe going on.
Oh, Ace has been the place for years.
Yeah.
I actually know Ace. We went to high school together.
There we go. Ace the hotel.
Ace and I
Everybody
smoked
knows.
pot together.
So good.
And there's like some good restaurants out there. We ate at like this
Palm Springs is rad, dude.
Salsas I recommend. Their salsa though sucks, but like the food was really good. But their
Yeah.
salsa was like water. I'm like this doesn't make any sense. But we ate at this good Italian restaurant with like good pizza, and that was good.
That's cool.
But yeah, Ace Hotel I definitely would recommend for like if you're gonna go to like a pool scene. That's like the pool scene for sure.
Did you go to what is it called? It's not El Rodeo. It's El Paseo. Did you?
I don't think that was even mentioned. No.
Okay, because that's Palm Desert, right?
I think
It's like the
Yeah,
rodeo
we were in-
drive.
I'm not a local there.
We
I
were
used
in-
to go to Vegas all the time. I go like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to go to Vegas.
We just
I'm actually going to Vegas this weekend for the hair show. So the International Hair Show,
nice.
International Beauty Convention. So my wife and I are going to be. Shout out-
National Booty Convention?
You know it, baby. You come in what?
That's rad because I heard last weekend was the when I was there when I picked up my mom in Vegas and met her there to go to Sedona. It was the World Poker Championship.
Okay, so
So
you know
it was
what's
like dudes and prostitutes only.
what?
That's what it was. So you're going to be there and it's going to be all chicks.
It was amazing. I loved it.
Yeah. I only just like I got out of there. I just
Real
touched
quick,
the line.
shout out to like McLaughlin's line. I gotta shout out to my wife and I, but no, real quick because
Yeah, do it.
stop it. My wife and I worked really hard to create our own space, and commercial real estate just isn't what it is, and having that responsibility,
Wow,
it's just
yeah.
it's changed. But I will say is we will be in Vegas for IBC. I didn't know this, but you guys know who Jennifer Tilly is, right? The actress from
Absolutely.
like Liar
Dude,
Liar.
I put up her Christmas lights, dude. I used to work for a Christmas light company.
She was like the voice of the Leprechaun.
I know exactly who she is.
Or who was Bride of Chucky.
Sure.
Okay, so she's like a world famous, like a high grade, like poker player.
Dude, Liar Liar is the best
She
one. that
looks
she
like
was
a
in.
poker player.
So here's
Liar
what's-
Liar,
here-
she's the bad wife.
Yes, she is. Here's what, in your bra. So here's what's
I weigh
gangster.
110.
She
Yeah,
was
in your
on.
bra.
She was on like a Beverly Hills Housewives.
Right.
So the other day I went to go grab some food and whatever, and I noticed the guy behind the counter was like looking up at the TV, and I'm watching TV and I'm watching a poker championship, and it's like
Jennifer
it's like
Tilly.
Danielle Negreanu.
There she is.
It's like Danielle Negreanu. It's dude, all like the
That's what she used to look like.
yeah. So it's all the champions.
Blonde. Just kidding.
All like the gangster like poker players.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I see this like gal sitting in the middle.
Is she a poker player now?
Dude, she like not only was she second high stack,
Wow.
but then like she had her like she had like her boobs hanging out. Like
Yeah.
she's like so then I said to the guy, I
got a
said,
story too.
she looks familiar, and he goes, dude, it's Jennifer Tilly. So yes, there you go.
No way, dude.
Swear.
Good for her.
Swear. So she has
She
so
totally
much money
fits
because
the look of a poker player.
Totally.
so she has so much money because her ex is like this high end like director who used to do films and stuff.
Yeah.
So here's what's gangster. Apparently, like in the middle of games, she'll like start telling some really like off color like celebrity stories that are true, and it's I'm like, are you doing this to throw off the other players, or are
Yes.
you doing this because she's like out of her mind?
She's odd.
She's odd.
Yeah.
So then my wife goes, yeah, she's on Beverly Hills, and the guy behind the counter, I said, I need to get some food, and he goes, hang on a second, I'm watching. And I said, is that Jennifer Tilly? And he goes, yes. And my wife loves, like, all of a sudden she used to hate me watching poker, but now she wants to watch poker because Jennifer Tilly's on there.
She's like the big actress on there. Like
She tells these
she's
crazy
full entertainment.
stories. Yes.
Dude, I went to do her. Okay, so I used to work for this one season back in 2008. I did Christmas lights in Los Angeles and Hollywood and all over Beverly Hills. We did like the Grove and stuff and like whatever. But dude, we went over to Jennifer Tilly's house and finally did hers. We did Denzel's house, but we did Jennifer Tilly's house, and she's over there on Coldwater. And freaking, we go up the hill, and like I'm like, cool. And then I look at the name, and it says Jennifer Tilly Mall, and so I'm like the foreman. And so I roll up to the door, just like let her know we're gonna start. And I'm like, knock knock, and like no joke, it was out of like a porn movie. She comes to the door in like her lingerie like thing, and like a negligee thing, full boobs out, and I'm like. Not bare, but like in a really exposing shirt. And I'm like, oh my goodness, like, what are you doing? And she's like, hi, you got the Christmas lights, and like her little voice. And I'm like, yeah, we're just gonna get started. Is the backyard open? Any dogs or anything? She's like, no. And I'm like, all right, we're gonna get going. Like, just let us know if you
She
need
does
anything.
have that little voice.
It's the little voice. And she's like, okay, thank you so much. And I'm Jennifer. Nice to meet you. Like, blah, blah, blah. Like, she was so sweet, but just like, no joke, she was nearly naked. And I'm like, what are you doing?
It's like she's setting up a porn.
Yeah, it was straight up.
Wait,
That's
wait a
what I
minute,
did.
just describe it for a second.
Yeah, exactly. It's a soft pink. It was like a throw over and then
Denzel?
like a necklace.
Mind you,
No, we didn't see Denzel. But his house was on the top at Beverly Park, all the way at the top of the hill. And like Mulholland, like all the top of Mulholland at Beverly Park. And like it was massive, like American Gangster style. It was rad.
I saw Denzel once and I didn't even realize it was him until like I had to ask because it's like he was like in just basketball shorts and a t-shirt at M Cafe,
Like Adam Sandler,
and he was just
yeah.
picking up food for himself. And I was working for Postmates at the time, and I was like next to him. I'm like, is that him? And I had to like
Dude.
kind of ask the people working them, was that him? Am I tripping? And it was just like he's just so like humble in a way that I love about him.
All right.
So he like clicked the guns together.
Hey,
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say,
Yeah.
were you at my brother's premiere in Pasadena?
Yes.
Okay,
I
so
didn't watch the premiere, but I was there for the beginning
the
and the
after
end.
party.
Yeah, the beginning party.
I was
and
only there
after
for the
party.
party.
Okay, so
Well, no, I came before, and then I came after because for some reason I don't think there was enough seats or something was going on.
Okay, you're right. The Pasadena theater had like limited seating.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed to go.
I wasn't allowed to go in either.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so you
Maybe
were at
we
the after party,
drinking
right?
together or something? Yeah, I don't know.
It was at that like little like tin bar in like Old Town Pasadena.
Wait, moving forward on that. Let me jump back to this one real quick.
Go ahead.
Funny story because then we move forward with that one. But like, okay, so Denzel, he paid. If you remember our publicist friend, I'll remain to remain nameless, but she said he straight up paid, his publicist and the whole team to keep him out of the tabloids. He would stay incognito at all times. So like, they're never following him. They're never doing stories on him, and then that's it. He stays away from the whole thing.
I love that guy.
And that's why it's like with a guy like your boy Justin Bieber who keeps showing up and going, get out of here, guys, get out of here. It's like, bro, you're doing this to yourself because they could pay them to leave because they just go, dude, we're not going to pay you anymore for like photos. Or like because Bieber could pay off TMZ and go, we're not going to give you any money anymore.
I don't want to.
Baloney.
Like he just like,
baloney,
sounds like a little
baloney,
baby.
baloney.
Like
you can pay publicists to keep you
I'm a
out of the
dad. I'm a
tabloids.
husband. Leave me alone.
Exactly. Okay, so moving forward, I just wanted to finish that Denzel.
That's probably why Denzel's such a gangster. You gotta
he's so
remember
gangster.
the most gangster actors in Hollywood are the ones who don't live near Hollywood.
Straight up, man.
Prince, J Depp,
Yeah.
like those dudes just they stay away from it. Colin Farrell,
Yeah. Nolte
Okay.
was in Zuma.
So to touch on what Jeff said,
Yeah.
I don't even know if he remembers this, but I'm gonna tell Jeff's story real quick. We went to my brother's premiere in Pasadena. My brother did an indie film, and Jeff and Adam are both in it, and I composed some score for it.
Yeah, I was going to say, you did the music.
Yeah, so we're leaving this bar, and I don't remember the name of the bar, but there was like a valet. You remember, like the parking lot was so full, you had to valet. So I never forget, like me and a friend of ours who will remain nameless. We went to the valet stand, and we were like waiting for our car. And I told Jeff, I said, meet us at the valet stand. He goes, I close my bill. And so I go, cool.
This guy.
Sorry.
close
So
the
I'll never,
Wait, hold on. What?
Are you even listening to your own show?
not even listening to him. He's over here on his phone.
His own story?
He's over here watching his laptop. So we go to the valet
I was
stand.
waiting for that where it's going to be some smear campaign on me.
Oh
smear
God!
campaign.
Don't get sensitive. So we go to the valet stand, and I'm standing there, and I'm waiting for my car, and I gave the valet my ticket, and I noticed that like me and my friend, while we're waiting for Jeff, we're standing in front of Rick Fox in LA, and Rick Fox, you got to remember, is like terribly handsome dude. Like when you see him in like person, he's like
One of my wife's friends used to date him.
he is very handsome. So I'm standing in front of him and like I'm trying to be cool and I like kind of nudge the guy next to me. I'm like, yo, and he's like, what up? And I'm like, that's Rick Fox, man. And he goes, oh my god, it is.
Yeah.
And he had like a Victoria's Secret model like on his arm, and he was like, and he kind of like looked at us and was kind of like, what up? And I was like, what up, dude? So I turn and I go, hey man, not to bother you, dude. And he goes, it's okay. And I said, it's nice to meet you, man. I'm a huge Laker fan, and you're a gangster. And he goes, appreciate it, man. I said, your teeth are really white. And I was like, really? Just like, you got great hair. And he's like,
those are pretty.
Handsome guy. And my buddy turns and he goes, hey, Rick, you're the truth. And he goes, yeah, no problem. Appreciate you guys. We're like, all right, man. Well, have a good night. He's like, hey, you too. So Jeff walks up. Excuse me. Jeff stumbles up.
Sometimes you tell stories that I'm like, I don't know if that really happened.
This
but all right,
happened.
keep going.
It happened.
All right, keep going.
Jeff cruises up, and he's all. I said, "Hey man, where you been? Like we've been waiting for our car's already ready. Like we gotta get back to Orange County." And he's all, "These bitch of the bartenders like charge me for the." And he goes, I kid you not. He goes, "Bitch of the bartenders." Hey, Rick Fox, what the fuck are you doing here, man? Holy shit! And Rick looked at me and like,
He's all, not this guy. He's like, you guys were great. He's all, not this
sorry,
guy.
dude. And he goes, it's all good. And like he gave Jeff this big hug, and he was
No
like,
way.
and I remember being like,
he's the one that needs it.
well, and Jeff goes like, dude, it's fucking Rick Fox. You see this guy? And I remember like, yeah, we already kind of said hello. So I'll never forget on the way home. I was like, hey, whatever. And he goes, that shoes was so hot. Like, oh my god, Rick Fox is handsome, man.
I don't believe this story at all.
You don't have to believe it because I was there and it happened.
Classic.
I want to go up to Rick Fox and do this.
You know what was great about it was when you meet a celebrity and you try to like. He was like so charmed by like when Jeff walked up. He was so like charmed and flattered. He wasn't even like, God, get this guy away from me. He was like,
Because he used to party like that.
He looked at
used
him
to party
and
like that.
he was like,
yes.
He
Exactly.
loved
They
it.
love it. They love it.
Never forget that. That was I tell that story to clients.
I went up to Nate Diaz like that, where I'm not like a big celeb, like, oh cool, this is another person, but I was
you
like,
worked with celebrities for a long time.
What?
You worked with celebrities for a long time.
I mean, I worked at All About the Bread. And you
Yeah.
see him come through, and I lived in LA. You
Yeah,
see
of
him
course.
walk around. But like, I went up to Nate Diaz down here in San Clemente, and he was just a really nice guy. I was like, dude, what are you doing here? And like, it was like kind of cool just to see like one of the most popular fighters in UFC in your presence.
Dude, watch this. Check this one out.
Okay, I'm watching.
I walk up. It was 2008, and I walk up to. We're at Mondrian because Fro took us to like this after party for one of the UFC events, and Rampage had just fought. Quentin Jackson just fought, and he's like, dude, he just won, and I think he beat Tito. I'm pretty sure this is when he beat Tito, and he's there, and they fought at Staples, like it was massive. Everybody went nuts. But they went to the Mondrian to party after it. He's got his big dog chain on, like this massive gold chain. And I was out of my head. And I walked up to him, and he's facing the other way. And I slapped him on his back like this. And I go, F yeah, Rampage, like with the real F. I'm like, fuck yeah, Rampage.
And Rampage was like,
he turned around with his full grill in. He goes, don't fucking touch me. And I'm like, oh God, dude, I'm so sorry. I totally didn't, I didn't know it was like, I forgot.
Jeff and I were in downtown.
And I'm like, sorry, bro. He's like, it's all right.
We were in downtown.
I was like, oh my God.
We were in downtown Newport once where he was running from the cops in his big giant green Rampage.
Oh, you were there
truck.
for that?
Yes, we were in downtown Newport
That was
that
a
night.
real thing.
Oh yeah, we were there.
Oh
He was
my God,
jumping
that was
over like center
crazy.
dividers and stuff.
Yeah.
And you guys will both attest to this, and I want to hear your input. But I've worked with some celebrities before, but in my opinion, it's the A-listers that are the ones who are like chill and down to earth. It's the ones who are the B-listers and the reality stars and the ones who are like kind of.
They're always pushing.
Yes,
they're
who
always
have the
rallying for
attitude.
position. They can't stop.
I've met a lot of A-listers who have just been like surprisingly so chill, and then you meet these I was on the reality show where
Trying as hard as they can, nonstop. Anyways, take 5.
Want to take a 5?
Yeah,
you
smoke
good?
if you got them.
All right, well, let's take a little break.
Welcome if you got 'em, 'cause it's going down.
I gotta marry this guy.
Keep singing, I'm gonna fade you off.
All I ever wanted was you.
Keep singing.
Let's take a drink of heaven till it turns.
Turn the dial to the sound you need. Jeff and Adam taking the lead. Every weekday groove, Tune in live to the radio show. Go check yourself on every beat. Feel Feel the vibe, can't take a seat. Let Chef Jeff cook up a rhyme. Adam Green in perfect time. On the airwaves making noise. Jeff and Adam, they're your boys. Smooth conversation late at night. Bumping tunes, it feels so right. Go Jeff yourself on every beat. Feel the vibe, can't take a seat. Let Chef Jeff cook up a rhyme. Adam Green in perfect time. Waves making noise. Jeff and Adam, they're your boys. Smooth conversation late at night. Bumping tunes, it feels so right. Go Jeff yourself on every beat. Feel the vibe, can't take a seat. Let Chef Jeff cook up a rhyme. Adam Green in perfect time. The birds we shout, dynamic duo, there's no doubt. Pouring flavor on the flow. Jeff and Jeffrey's got the show. Catch them live, it's pure delight. Morning, noon, and late at night. Bands are quick, the joke's on point. Rocking every single joint. Go Jeff yourself on every beat. Feel the vibe, can't take a seat. Let Chef Jeff cook up a rhyme. Adam Green in perfect time. Go Jeff yourself on every beat. Feel the vibe, can't take a seat. Let Chef Jeff cook up a rhyme. Adam Green in perfect time. In the booth, Jeff and Jeff with the mic flow. Adam Green on the side, keeping it tight though. Radio waves bumping, making crowds go. Go Jeff yourself, turning up the hype, yo. Static crackles and the beats drop heavy. Headphones on, the atmosphere steady. Listeners tuned in, down, never ready. Let Chef Jeff cook, keeping vibes spaghetti. Jeff and Green, the dynamic duo. Words like L's hitting you through and through, bro. Broadcast live, the audience in awe. Spinning tails raw, holding down the law. News and grooves, got the heads bobbing. Morning to evening, the rhythm never stopping. Jeff speaks fire, Adam got the jokes popping. Airwave dominance, never be flopping. Live calls, fans shouting out respect. Topics to discuss, never misdirect. Conversations flowing, never going unchecked. Jeff and Jeff's show, earning the gold neck. Retro sound, keeping it 90s refined. Music hits hard, but the chat is kind. Jeff with the words, Green with the rewind. Tuning in daily, peace of mind aligned. Sound, keeping it 90s refined. Music hits hard, but the chat is kind. Jeff with the words, Green with the rewind. Tuning in daily, peace of mind aligned. Jeff and Green, the dynamic duo. Words like arrows hitting you through and through, bro. Broadcast live, the audience in awe. Spinning tails raw, holding down the law. From news to grooves, got the heads bobbing. Morning to evening, the rhythm never stopping. Jeff speaks fire.
We're hot. We're hot. We're hot. We're hot. We're hot. We're hot.
What are you gonna sip on? You gotta have something to sip on. Oh, okay.
Oh, he's got it off camera.
All right, got
I
it.
don't want my fans and my.
Yeah, you don't want them to all know you drink Everclear out of the
I don't
bottle.
have fans. I can't believe you just you accepted it. He's all you. Yeah, I understand.
I have
fans,
one
you're
fan that
fans.
sits over my head when I sleep.
I have one. I have one only fan.
Yeah.
I'm on feet only.
Best
and
worst joke ever. That was great.
I put my feet in an apple pie the other day and I made like 12 grand. It was awesome.
I would actually do that. I would do that. Why not? If like my wife said, dude, just make some extra money, just put your feet in apple pie. I'd be like, sure, dude, whatever.
Or if you could sell your farts in a jar or something like
Oh,
that.
dude, like your girl Sydney Sweeney selling her bathwater to everybody in the soap.
Yeah, she's my girl.
Sydney Sweeney's not that dope. I don't know why you're.
I don't think she's very hot. Am I wrong
She's
here?
not that dope, dude.
There's actually your standard like, average.
You know what she
I
is?
don't really. Yeah.
You know what
I
she
agree.
is?
I agree.
She's Amanda Seyfried, where she's like, is she hot? Why am I still watching her?
I think Amanda Seyfried's hot, like prettier than overall prettier than City Sweet.
because of the eyes.
It's got to be.
Yeah. Ana de Armas.
Oh, I love it.
I think she's adorable.
I don't like accents.
Yeah, but she's got like. But she's got
I
like.
know. And if I'm going to be honest, if you're going to talk about girls, I don't like accents. They drive me
But
nuts.
she's got like the best
Yeah.
accent.
What is her
There's
accent?
no such thing to me.
What is she? Is she Spanish?
from Spain.
You know what? You're right, Jeff. That is sexy.
That was really sexy.
You're not
I like
aroused?
accents now. I like accents.
I think the one that killed it for me was she used to be on my top 5, and then my wife made me get rid of her because she is annoying. Was Sofia Vergara. Because she's adorable, but then you hear her talk, she's like, "And I'm Natalia crazy on me," and I'm like,
Here's
play it up. I
here's
feel
what
like I play it
my
up too
thoughts on
much.
Sofia Vergara is she turns up the heat when it comes to like a comedy show. But when she did that movie Chef with John Favreau,
Yeah.
she was not like yelling and doing "Oh my god" like all that stuff, and she was like normal, and she's like really hot, like just
because
talking
you want to know
normal.
why
She's like a normal
the
human.
director of that movie said he didn't want to focus on the love story, so they wanted that to be like a afterthought.
Wasn't it John Favreau that directed it?
I think he was one of the producers, but the director who wrote it, whoever wrote it, said, "I don't want them to focus on the love story."
Yeah.
And that's why she was great in that. But remember, like, there's a couple times where, like, in like the Alpha or no, what's it called? The skateboard movie, the Lords of Dogtown.
Wow, great movie.
She was so like, I saw you in the magazine, James. It's crazy.
Yeah. She's
Sofia
just
Vergara was in
elevating it. Yeah.
Lords of Dogtown. God, I remember that.
Yeah,
Okay,
she's
cool.
early.
Wow.
But I mean, like, dude, I've seen a couple people where like they talk, and I'm like, ugh.
Have you heard about the King Charles dog that's like been trending lately?
The one that's the big
King
giant
Charles
one?
dogs are great looking dogs. They're smelly though,
Let's see
right?
if I can get the one video.
You know what? King Charles dogs are great looking dogs.
I'm trying to get the original
That's not
video.
it. Is it that thing?
They're great.
No, it's this dog. Okay, watch this video, by the way.
Yeah, the
Everybody's-
one where he's the alpha of the group.
yeah.
So
but
gnarly.
he doesn't look like the alpha.
So gnarly. Watch this.
Oh, dude.
They're
This
your
reminds me. Can we talk during this?
Okay,
we
so
can talk during this.
watch this really quick. So
Adam, watch
on the
this.
breakdown,
Watching.
I don't know why they're playing music.
I'm watching.
I'm
Jesus.
watching.
So watch that one dog bow down.
Watch him.
Get out. Really?
Watch what he does. I don't hate
So
this
he's the
video.
boss.
This video sucks.
You know what? I think there's a longer one, but I know what you're talking about.
No, but he's the boss. He's like, no, we're not doing that
As soon as he
today.
comes out.
Yeah.
I need the original video.
He's like, we're not doing that today.
Yeah,
It's
Jeff,
not
find the
dog
original
fights.
because I know I've seen this one that Joe's talking about. As soon as he comes out, the rest of the dogs are like,
all the dogs retreat and like he does this slow thing where he puts
That's
his paw
rad.
on his chest.
Yeah.
And you're like, why is he the king alpha dog?
hey, just Jeff has dreams about being this dog, like a lot.
He wishes. Yes, I thought
don't
you meant
have
this dog. I
dreams.
thought you meant this
am.
dog. Which one's this? I thought that was the King Charles. What are those called?
It's like King James. You know
That's
what?
a Prince William
You know
right
what?
there. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, Willie. Sorry, Willie.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, sorry, buddy.
Yeah, he's
But I mean, we've all seen gnarlier dogs than that. That's why it's
Yeah.
ironic. Like Jeff said, like the King Charles is like the alpha.
That's so interesting.
It's funny you brought this up. I just saw this
yeah.
video the other day.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Dude, so you guys hear about the animal? Okay, there's an animal that's like the peacemaker, like the Zen peacemaker of all the animals. You hear about this one's like called the Calipra or something like that. And he walks out like into like the crocodile waters, or he hangs out with like tigers and
you have
stuff.
a cue.
Just
I
put,
can
just put what is the most Zen
this
animal?
The Calipara or whatever?
Yeah, the Calabria or something like
I've
that.
seen this.
most
Yeah.
zen dog.
Most Zen animal, not dog. It's like the it's a
Hey,
it's
I'm the most zen
yeah,
dog.
animal, and then just put that
Calibra, you said?
just put CAL. That's it. Just put
come on, let's
CAL and it'll fill in. Just push enter.
I know what you're talking about.
I swear there's like this animal, and it looks like kind of like I don't know, some kind of doggish kind of thing.
I think it's a marsupial.
yeah,
know what you're
like
talking
he's like cruising around, and he just like he
don't think I
walks
can find
by
it that
every
way.
animal. He has no enemies. He's like the most chill dude, and all he does is walk around. And I'll go.
Oh, capybara.
Yeah, capybara.
you.
There
Yes,
you go.
that's it.
There you go.
That's
there you
it.
go. And it's
Amen, Jeff. Hell yeah.
Capybara was in that animated
I think I sent it to
that
you.
animated movie that
Yeah.
that won an Oscar that they made it all on a laptop.
rad.
What was it? Which one was that?
Float
It just
or
won this year.
Flow or
Flow.
something.
Yes,
right.
yes.
Yeah.
Dude, trip out.
Yeah, capybaras are sick.
Capybara. What did I
thing
call
was-
it? A Calipara. That was
It's-
close.
Yeah, no, we were all close.
Hey, are we all? Can I get my sunglasses?
These girl glasses or boys?
Guys.
Hey, your jeans are girl jeans, so why do you care?
These are OR pants.
It's no OR scrubs.
I don't know.
Oh, are they?
I was waiting for that. I sent you you up for that. I gave you the setup. I said these are OR scrubs. I was waiting for you to say OR. Are they?
And you know what? Jeff is a.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah.
And do the video of him cruising around. He just walks by crocodiles. And he just walks by tigers.
Because they can't be fucked with or something. Like they're like
they're
really
super
strong.
chill.
Hey,
animals
whoa!
or
Watch
something
your
like
mouth.
that.
Oh,
They're
that's
super
right.
chill.
Oh, that's right. We're on.
I can go
Watch
like
your
this.
mouth rip it.
I can go like this. Wait 1 second. Where is that one?
Do it to me, baby.
I might have gotten rid of it. Not that one. So I can go that one.
Oh, nice. That was pretty good. That was pretty good, beep.
Welcome to the Jeffrey Show.
Oh, dude, yeah. Oh, wait. So are you going to show the video? Okay, so
what
check
video
this
is
out.
it?
Oh, I don't know. You just said show how tough he is.
Capybara.
Maybe I should
Everybody,
do it on YouTube.
look at this thing later, the capybara. He's so gnarly.
Everyone who's watching at home, make sure you look at the calipar.
Exactly.
Yes.
Calabasas.
Oh my god.
Okay, so what's your new topic? Let's do it. What do
Oh,
you
you
got?
want to get into like? Did
Yeah.
you see Otani pitch?
Oh,
Dude.
one inning of pure baseball.
Yeah, but did you see how fast he was pitching?
28 pitches. One
Did you
pitch
see
in
how fast he was
He
pitching?
let up a run and 3 hits.
Yeah, but he just came back.
I'm sorry, but his
still hit 100.
his movie voice is spot.
Those are pretty good. It's in a world.
One inning of pure baseball.
In a
Dude,
world.
throw him some some reverb on there.
Oh my
In one
gosh.
inning, pure baseball.
I don't wish we could
Pure
figure that out.
baseball.
Okay,
In a world.
There you go.
the greatest game ever played. They called it was the one where he hit those 3 home runs. and
Oh,
they-
dude, it probably was.
Dude.
That was nuts.
what's going on with him?
He's awesome. He's like
Yeah.
Drago, from Japan. He's like Drago, the baseball player.
But I also
Are you really right now trying to tell me that Drago is better than Rocky?
Yes. Yes. Specimen wise, yes. It doesn't mean that like
Did you ever
Shohei's
see
career
Dirty
might
Work?
end. Who's
Norm
that?
Macdonald, where it's like the
Only parts
What?
on and off years
Revenge for Hire
ago.
business.
Yeah.
There's a part where he's all, hey, sometimes you bet on the wrong people. With you bet on the Jets, and you bet on the
Drago.
and then he goes, Mr. T, and he goes, wait a minute, are you telling me you bet on Mr. T in Rocky 3 against Rocky? And he's like, well, the odds were. He's like, what's wrong with you?
So they're in the same universe. I love when they connect the movies.
And
So
Chevy Chase had
he's
he
saying
had like
you
a broken
bet on-
arm, like as if like
Yeah.
the bet had got him like a broken arm.
Oh my god.
Oh, God, such a good movie.
He's like better Mr. T. He's all the guys came and got me. The bookie came and got me.
I think as a Dodger fan, I'll be honest with you, because they won the.
no, I want you to lie to me.
Yeah, lied.
All right, well, lie. Here we go.
No, I think that
Be honest with
Otani
him.
pitching. Go
You
ahead.
didn't
Say
let
what
him
you want to
finish
say.
his
Go
Are you
ahead.
gonna get your feelings hurt if I lie to you right now?
All right, just go to the truth. Let's move off with the joke.
Is that your sexy voice? Is that-
That's not my sexy voice. You know what that was? That was like my. Are you serious? What are you doing? Dude, they won the series.
Still nose running from that hot
They won the
sauce.
series on my anniversary.
Yeah.
And I remember being like, how long did it take? Like, was it before they
They
won?
won the COVID series, so
Yeah.
that barely counted. Like
Was
that
it
didn't count.
85?
No one wanted to
86
count that.
games.
88,
When was Gibson?
88.
Gibson was 88.
Okay, dude, 88, and I remember sitting at dinner with my wife on my anniversary, and I remember there
What
was
were you wearing?
Which underwear? Which underwear?
good form.
Tight, loose.
So
yeah,
it was
no.
cotton. Maybe it was cotton. Maybe it was silk. Maybe
Something
it was,
I don't even know
maybe it
about.
was a thong.
Something I
you
don't
know?
even know about.
So the table next to me, these dudes were watching it on a tablet. I remember my wife was like, "It's okay, you can." And I was like, "No, it's our anniversary. Don't worry about it." And she's like, "Babe, it's." So then, a couple minutes later, they were like,
Are you literally quoting the fever pitch?
What? No.
No, not yet. Not yet. It sounds like you're getting there.
I don't think I
You
ever
sound
saw
run
fever
onto the
pitch.
field.
I don't think I ever
You
saw
are
fever pitch.
literally referencing
Cut to
fever
the
pitch.
chase, Steve.
I don't think I
Cut
ever
to the
saw fever
chase.
pitch, but
Too
my-
much buildup.
My
Just
story is just now just kind of.
tell the story, man.
Waiting!
So I remember the table next to me, they're every couple minutes they were like, yeah. And I kind of look over, she's it's okay. And I'm like, no, don't worry.
This
about
is
it.
game 5.
This was the World Series, the final game when
they
they
won
when they
five.
won
Is that
game five?
when they won
Yes.
the first time recently.
Yeah.
And it's our anniversary. We're at a nice dinner.
New York didn't look very.
We're on the not New York. We were on the patio and So then I remember a couple minutes later, the dudes next to me were like, yeah. And I kind of looked over and she's like, it's okay. And I'm like, no, don't. It's okay. So then sure enough, when they won, these dudes all stood up and started screaming and hugging
Yeah.
and crying. And I looked at her and she goes, go ahead. And I was like, are you sure? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, yeah. and I didn't even know these guys. I was hugging them, and I was holding on to them, and I remember like, dude, it was
very fun.
it was this
fun.
feeling, man.
Yeah,
I went through Raul Mondesi, Hideo Nomo, Mike Piazza. Like we went through
Matt,
that.
There's no World Series win there, man.
And you'll tell me right now.
Matt Camp, Manny
You gotta
Ramirez.
beat Matt Kemp and Rihanna. I remember that. Yeah.
Ethier.
You gotta be. Let's not forget the greatest Dodger of all time. Let's not forget the greatest Dodger of all time. His name is Nomar Garcia.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's be real. You know this, and you know this. You gotta be a fan of your team when they win or lose.
Right.
And we lost for a while.
Dude,
I was a Mariners fan. I fucking jumped off that boat quick. No pun intended.
I like Griffey though. Griffey Jr.
Yeah, I was a fan when Griffey happened, but they just will never win a World Series. They're just never going to win.
Dude, they're in a weird spot in the country. Like they're in the upper West Coast. Like everybody's asleep.
Yeah,
when
but
they're
you know what?
playing.
He's.
You
You
know
remember
what I mean?
they had like Jay Buhner and they
Yeah,
had remember
Buhner,
that-
Edgar Martinez, Randy Johnson,
yes,
A-Rod.
Yes.
They should beat the crap out of
Joey
everybody
Cora.
when they come into their own house, though, because they're in Seattle. Like everybody's got to take. If you're playing Miami, if Miami's playing coming all the way up to Seattle, it's like you just had a 6-hour flight to like this
Yeah.
place where people probably don't want to be. Seattle, no offense, but like. Dude, they're so far away from freaking everything on the planet. They're in like a different world.
I was actually
man.
born in Seattle.
So was Jeff. And that's the thing, dude. No one wants to be there. And like, I don't know. It's hard to get to and it's hard to be there and it's hard to play. And all they have to do is just take advantage of like those elements. It's the same thing as like, I don't know, Toronto, but there's some upper East Coast teams.
They're not doing bad. They're like
Yeah.
4.5
You're right
games
though.
back.
It's
It's
like
hard, dude. It's hard to
people-
travel.
It's like when people play at Dolphin Stadium.
Right.
You heard that thing about how they have the sun in the
That's-
opponent's eyes?
Are you talking about Seattle Seahawks?
No, the
'Cause they
Dolphin,
have, like,
the Miami
insane
Dolphins have this
sound.
thing where they in the stadium their opponents play with the sun like shooting
There
down.
you go,
And I'm
dude.
like, that's such an unfair advantage.
There are unfair
You
advantages.
hear that how bad the Athletics are doing at their home in Sacramento with that little
Sacramento
minor league
A's.
stadium?
What's
Yeah.
up with that, by the way?
I wouldn't mind going to
moving to
a
Las Vegas,
major
dude.
league game in a
They're going to
minor league
Tropicana.
stadium.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah.
Have you guys been to Raider Stadium?
To where?
Raider Stadium in Vegas? I heard it's
Raiders?
Yeah,
Raiders.
I just
thought you said Rangers.
I just wanted to like do a tour because it's so cool looking.
Oh, it looks sick.
It looks
That's
like
beautiful.
Yeah.
Do the tour at SoFi. Have you done the tour at SoFi?
I have
SoFi
not.
is sick.
$30.
I want to do it.
$30, the SoFi Tours or whatever it is, SoFi Stadium Tours. It is the coolest tour you'll ever go on.
heard
And
it's
you get to
chill.
go on the field and kick field goals and throw footballs.
What?
Yes, you get to do all of it.
I never,
It's so rad.
I never gone to an NFL game till last December and got to sit in the box seat.
Yeah.
And now I'm spoiled.
Oh, dude.
At
so
SoFi.
rad.
It was
Who did
sick.
they play?
I don't even remember.
Exactly.
Who
No, it was a
cares?
good game, too. You and
Sign-
Drew went.
sign of a
Drew
good
took
time.
me.
Yeah, Drew took
him.
me. Drew took
Awesome.
me.
Yeah, it was rad.
Awesome.
It was, dude, I almost probably remember
wait,
who it
okay,
was.
quick question, because are the
Make it
Chargers?
quick.
Chargers and Rams.
I'm done talking. Are the Chargers and the Rams playing in the exact same stadium right now?
Yeah.
So someone told me that they're now playing in separates.
No, same stadium. They're
Okay.
they're still there.
Okay.
They're probably going to build one for the Chargers. Is that?
I
what
think
it's
they're
going
already
on? Yeah,
working
it's
on
working.
it.
It's
No,
not
I
in the
thought
works.
Chargers was SoFi and then...
No,
No,
Rams are
is
going to
SoFi.
keep SoFi.
Rams
No,
is SoFi.
okay, no, the
That's like-
Chargers I think are getting their own stadium.
Did you either you guys ever go to Qualcomm in San Diego?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah,
'Cause-
Jack Murphy, Qualcomm. Yeah. Jack Murphy.
Wow. Shout out to
Yeah.
Jack Murphy.
I know.
I went to a preseason game once with the Cowboys there, and I remember like, I loved it. It was such a like a gem,
Yeah.
culturally. But like, I was sitting on like concrete.
Yeah, it was a real piece. Yeah, it
And
was
I-
a piece. But
and-
it was, dude, it was awesome though. At the same time, because, dude, like my favorite like moments there were like we went to the home run derby, and it was '97 or '98, and it was McGuire's year where he hit like 13 in a row at the home run derby,
That's-
and I was like, oh,
was like
I
we
heard
were
it really
nuts.
boring.
Might have been like '94.
I heard home run derbies are really boring, though.
That was at
Oh
Qualcomm?
my God! This was like the first year home run
But it
derby
was-
became awesome.
That was
yeah,
at
it was Mark
Qualcomm?
McGuire.
That was like Qualcomm.
No way.
Yes, we didn't go to the All Star game. We only went to the home run derby, and it was the coolest thing I'd ever seen. for
Shout out to
baseball.
Jeff and the Mariners. I loved when Griffey used to turn his hat backwards.
Oh, yeah.
You knew he meant business. You knew Griffey meant business.
Dude. Yeah,
When he turned his
stud.
hat backwards, you were like, this guy's going to get down right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's the only one that looks good with it backwards, though. Everybody else that tries to do
I
it,
know,
I'm like,
you're right.
no. Like,
100%.
Trout wears it backwards, and like Trout's my favorite dude, and like player, dude, whatever. Like he's my favorite baseball player, and like
he's
he
like
puts it backwards,
literally-
it looks okay. But him forward, I'm like, yeah.
He's
that's a baseball
literally
player.
another Griffey, though.
Oh, I know.
And like same career path, has an awesome like first half, and then there's like gets the big contract, and then it just all goes to shit.
I think
He literally was on the injured reserve for stepping on a Lego.
I don't want to say this, but I don't want to say this. Is that what Griffey was?
No, Ohtani,
that was
or
a-
I mean, Trout did.
Trout needs, and he's got to do it. And I hate to say it because we're never going to see him again. He needs to leave the Angels, man.
Yes.
He's got to go.
Yes.
He's got to go. He'll have better luck somewhere
Come
else.
to us.
Yeah.
Come to the Dodgers.
No, he's not going to the Dodgers. He'll go to the Phillies.
No, I don't. I wouldn't
He'll go
want. I
home
wouldn't
is where
touch
he's
him
gonna
with
go.
like a 10-foot pole.
No,
that guy.
Same.
He'll go
Yeah.
home. He'll play
Oh.
DH, and he'll be unbelievable.
You know what would be
That's
great
all
is
he's
if
gotta
he
do.
did join the Phillies, because that would be a fun team for him to join.
Oh yeah, it's where he's from.
Great.
Yeah, and
There's
he'll
a
be-
lot
he'll
of
be
fun
awesome.
players on there.
They'll put him as DH, and that's it.
Even Kyle Schwarber, who I thought like has been playing way longer, I just looked it up. It's like more, just a little bit, about
Yeah.
10 years. Who's like one of the top hitters is hitting for the Phillies.
Schwarbster.
Yeah, he's never been. He's always like just above 200, but always hits like home runs and shit. So.
Oh yeah, swipe right on her. She's hot.
Yeah, swipe.
What?
Just kidding, dude.
No, it said,
I'm joking.
It
Shout out to
said,
everyone.
Steve, get to the point.
I'm not even talking.
An old text.
You know what? You know what? I'm never gonna live that down. Ever.
Lauren, as I'm leaving, my wife goes, she goes, so what does Steve like bring to the show? What does he bring them all? Really long
Oh my
stories without
God.
ends.
Yeah.
Oh my
it's-
God.
It's literally.
Adam's whole tribe, his whole tribe was messaging last time like, you tell us to wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Good Lord.
Make it
Yeah.
a Christmas
You
gift,
know what?
buddy.
You didn't
Wrap
tell
it
him.
up.
You didn't tell him that we were, little whiskeys or whatever. And so I'm sorry if I rambled.
This is rambling man. Okay, do your question thing. Let's party, dude. What do you got? Let's do some.
let's do it.
Let's do some topics.
You want to do some topics?
Okay, Shohei went.
Hey,
Shohei went.
let's do some topics other than Steve rambles too much and talks too much.
Rambling man.
Did you hear another movie Will Smith passed on?
Which one?
Okay, so you know the movies that he
I
has.
don't believe
passed.
that he passed. I believe that they passed on him.
That could be true.
I know.
The Matrix, he's known to have passed on.
Okay, that one's actually true.
I heard that one.
And then he
Yes,
passed on Django Unchained.
I heard about all those.
And now he apparently has passed on Inception.
Django would have been garbage with a minute. And Inception Part 2? Or this?
To the
Inception?
original Inception.
There's no way that Christopher Nolan asked him to
First
be
it
that
was
guy.
apparently Brad Pitt, then Will Smith, and then Leonardo DiCaprio.
No.
Nope.
You don't think it was that?
I don't believe that.
Unless Christopher Nolan says it out of his mouth, I will not
Matrix
believe
is
it.
true. You're right about Matrix.
Yeah, that's well known. But like he,
Oh,
this
fuck
guy
me.
just, he just doesn't seem to see the vision. I guess it's like
I don't like Will Smith anymore, guys.
I
I'll
don't.
say it. I'll say it on air.
the whole
I don't like him. Ever
no,
since the slap,
yeah,
I'm not like
I
him.
kind
Yeah,
of
I'm
agree
on
with
the
you,
same
but
board.
I have to agree with you.
Yeah, I
I
met
have
that
to agree
guy.
with you.
and
Yeah,
he
it's
has
like you grew up
deadly eyes.
we grew up idolizing the guy, and then
Thinking he's
100%.
cool. Thinking he's cool. Yeah.
I loved him, like you said. You
I think
grew up
he's
loving him.
welcome to Earth.
Remember, like Freshman's Bel
Welcome
Air.
to Earth.
Yes.
Hey, I
94.
rewatched a bunch of Will Smith movies the other day. Independence Day was one of them.
Right.
You know what I think his best performance of all time is? I hate to say this.
Ali's his best performance. Of all
I think
time.
iRobot.
iRobot's great.
I liked it. iRobot.
He
It was a
played,
good movie.
he
Robot's
played
great.
such a sarcastic asshole, but also he was like
Right.
a hard ass like cop.
Well, Men in Black too, though. He was great. Men in
did you
Black.
say
When he
Ali?
slides
Men
the
in Black.
table across
Men
the
in Black.
floor.
Did you say Ali just a second ago?
Yes. His Ali
So
was
good.
great, dude. He did a
Yeah.
really good job with that. It's 2002.
It's kind of it's a little bit of a heartbreak.
I feel like he turned into a prick after 2002. After Ali. I'm just saying. Can I say prick on the air? Prick.
Prick.
I loved him, dude. I loved like
Yeah.
you said. I used to idolize him.
He's rad, dude, and not anymore.
And
Ever
now
since the
he's-
slap. That was smacking a little kid in the face. That's like you can't smack a little kid in
Yeah,
the face.
he's a
Chris
small
Rock-
man.
Sorry, dude. Yeah, he's a small man inside. Whoops, and you can't slap Chris
Well,
Rock.
and then like you said, what Jim Carrey said, Jeff was like, remember he said like you can't just like assault somebody in the middle of the Oscars and then like
Yeah. Well, Jim
I
Carrey's
can't
this comedian. He
believe if
stood
The
up
Rock
for.
was there, Rock wouldn't just go up and just grab him and just go, that was stupid.
you mean
dude."
The Rock?
The Rock.
He was there that night.
No, I don't know if he was there.
Is that your Rock
Anybody
voice?
who's
You kind
an
of sound
adult.
like the Rock. That
An eyebrow, yeah, people's eyebrow. Yeah, no. If anybody
like-
who was
he's
there
like-
that was at least anything could have just walked up and said, "Dude, that was inappropriate. Get the fuck
He's like,
off
did
the stage."
you just
dude."
smack Chris Rock on air?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you smack Chris Rock. I'm
It
just
doesn't matter. Like,
It doesn't matter.
no, but he shouldn't have
You know
done
what sucks
anything like
is
that.
when
That's
I-
assault, brother.
when I wa-
it's like Billy Madison. That's assault,
kidding.
brother.
So, brother.
Is
You know what
is that
sucks?
Billy Madison?
You know what's that was Billy Madison. Very good.
I can't remember Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison.
You know what sucks was that like when I see like those clips now, like the really touching clips from Fresh Prince, I feel like they don't hit like they used to.
No, they're not. There's no. If he gets a publicist that gets him back in the game and people like him again, that publicist will have a career for the rest of that person's
But
life.
how does he do that?
I'm at zero.
I don't know.
with
I don't
Will
know
Smith.
how.
I'm
I
at
don't know how
zero.
Will Smith is going to come back
100%.
from that.
I'm at
100%.
zero. He can never come back in my book. He can never come back.
Unless he like saves like a child from a pedophile.
even if
or
he
something like
does,
that.
even if he does,
Yeah, I'm pass on Will Smith.
sorry.
Yeah, it's really hard for me to get past. Like I was like really, he even like didn't follow suit like The Rock did by like going on Instagram and doing the whole social medias.
Right.
And then he started doing it, and he was like, "Oh, he's doing well with it." And then the whole thing with the
I
whole
want
Oscars
I want a
fiasco.
massive public apology.
You know what he should do is get slapped
And
in
we
the
never
face.
got that, did we?
Never got it. I want a massive one.
He should also get slapped in the face by Chris Rock.
Oh, not even
By
slap.
Chris
with,
Rock- by-
with brass knuckles.
No,
on.
by Chris Rock's dick.
Yeah,
let's be
at
real here,
least.
dude. Let's
Chris
be real.
Rock
with the
fat
brass
dick.
with the brass knuckles on his.
I used to know this guy who did he did Chris Brown's hair. He was a barber, and then he did Will Smith one time, and he had said like I did like he started naming all these. Do you know who's that guy who does that song? His name's Quick to dead the bull like a matador, cap and a stem, catch a wave on us. What's his name?
Oh, that's good.
Keep
I'm
going.
gonna marry you.
I want to marry that voice. I feel like Kelly.
Skywalker. His name's
Sky rockets in flight.
Dude, I'm not catching the song.
Afternoon
I don't know.
delight. That one.
Skywalker's on the haters. Look at man. His name is type in Skywalker. Skywalking on my haters, whatever. So he did. You son of a bitch.
I know.
I can't talk anymore.
Skywalker. What by
Miguel. His name is Miguel.
Okay.
Miguel.
What about it?
So he did like all these guys here. He was a barber for hire. So it's not what you think when you're like a hairdresser for like stars. They don't like pay you to come on tour and don't pay your whole bills. And
Unless they do
it's
pay you to
not,
come on tour.
It's not.
No, but unless they do.
Even when they do.
Like Seacrest used to employ my buddy's friend, and like that was that. And he would do Seacrest hair like once
You
or
gotta remember
twice
though,
a week.
like you gotta remember, Seacrest is like the busiest
That's
guy
what I
in
mean.
Hollywood.
That's what I mean.
I'm talking like someone like Jen Aniston. You think like you're gonna do her hair every day? No, you're not.
You're doing it every 6 to 8
so
weeks.
Miguel
Right.
does a song like everyone knows it. It's the quick to dead. Anyways,
Miguel.
so Chris Brown, he did Miguel, he did all these other guys, and then he said the one time he did Will Smith's hair.
It's not like Will Smith has a
Tell
challenging
the
haircut.
story. What happened? Don't just man it, bro. Don't finish with man. This is exactly what we're doing.
He said he refused to like. My buddy did Mariah Carey's hair once, and he said that he had to like speak with her handler about like how to talk to her, how to look at her, however. Will Smith had rules like don't look at me, don't talk to me, don't whatever. Just cut my hair.
Okay.
I remember
Who's
being like
this? Who's this? Said that?
a friend of mine who was a barber.
Okay.
Okay, I met him at the one of the hotels in Beverly Hills. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was one of the W ones. Is it W? Is it a W in a hotel? Yeah.
There's W's a hotel. Yeah.
There's a W in the thing. And then like he came out to the car. Me and Michael were in the car. He came out. He introduced himself. He said, "What up?" And that was it. And he was fine. He seemed normal. And he had this. And Michael Williams he's like, "Hey, Adam." He's all, Will Smith had a really cool wallet. He's all figure out from his assistant which wallet he had. I want that immediately. And that was it. And I was like, all right, cool, dude. And like, I'll find out, I guess. I'm like, hey, dude, I saw a wallet. Like, it was just like this little foldy, skinny thing. But dude, he was nice enough to me where he said what up and like, did make eye contact and did like.
Well, like you said, like I heard like he was chill before this all happened.
Yeah.
But like I think post like
This is 2010.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So and you gotta remember like hairdressers, we got skinny. Like people tell their hairdressers more than they tell their priests and their
That's the
Yeah,
therapy.
the hairstylist.
That's the therapy. Exactly.
yeah. And I remember being like, dude, it's a bummer, man, because I loved him, dude.
Yeah.
And I met Alfonso Ribeiro once, Carlton, and I'll never forget. Like
Everybody loves him.
he's even in person, he's such a nice guy. And the one thing that he said to me was he had said like, dude, you're such a funny guy. Like, you want to come over to my table? And I remember being like, really? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, nah, I don't.
Yeah, let's do it.
But you know what?
Let's
He
do
came
it.
up to the bar. He came up to the bar, and the first thing he said was, he said, "Yeah, you made me laugh." And I was like, "I made Carlton laugh. It's awesome."
That feel good,
Dude,
And
exactly.
he ordered a Chardonnay and a vodka cranberry with no lime. And I remember being like next to him, and they carded me, and they didn't
Right.
card him. And I remember being like, dude, I'm like 40.
Yes.
And he burst out laughing. He's like, right, I'm 21 times 2. Look at this guy. Leave him alone. He's got a big beard. And
He's
so I remember
great.
he came up to me and he goes, I feel like I know you. And I said, well, you play golf at the resort that I do hair at a lot. Maybe I've cut your hair. I knew I didn't cut his hair, but I just said, like, maybe I cut your hair. And he goes, yeah, I don't know. No.
Carlton.
And I'll never forget.
Maybe I'll dance my way out of this one.
Yeah, he even said, he goes, come by my table like on your way out. And I remember being like, and I stopped by for a minute and he was like, sit down. And I was like, no.
Right.
But I'll never forget, like, he was so sweet and welcoming, like you said.
Dude, totally.
And he was just such a nice guy. And then when I heard the shit about Will Smith, I remember, like Jeff said, like, we grew up, like, I loved him. I'd vote for him if he ran for president at a point.
Alfonso would have he was probably nice to him the whole time he knew Will Smith, first of all. Second of all, my friend rode a plane from him in New York all the way back to California, and he was super cool the whole time.
Alfonso?
Yes. Second of all. And then third of all, I can't remember what I was going to say, but it was going to be good. And like, I didn't have to do it first of all, second of all, and then third of all. But dude, yeah, exactly. Oh no, because my one time was Nick Swordson hit me up after I did a karaoke. I did free karaoke. He's like, dude, that was my favorite karaoke I've ever seen. I'm like, I will take it, Swordson. You're freaking hilarious.
Were you with me at Hennessy's when
So
we met?
good.
We met Nick Swartzen?
Yeah, I think it was there.
Yeah, Jeff was there.
hysterical.
We
I
just
was
met
there
him.
with you, dude.
Hilarious.
I love that guy.
You would run into him at Barney's Beanery all the time.
Oh my God, he was always there. We ran into him at Rock and Riley's, which is actually closed now too. And Rock and Riley's, I sang, I got soul, but I'm not a soldier. And he jumped in on the mic with me. I'm like, get in here. And he's like, yeah. But it was so hysterical. Like, Swartson's so legend, man.
You know who I met once who was actually surprisingly a really good guy, and you'd be surprised, was K-Fed, Kevin Federline.
Nice. What you guys talking about?
No one cares about us talking about celebrities anymore. Let's move the fuck on.
Just turn off his mic. Just turn off his mic.
You know, this is not the first time. I feel like we have to get
He
Steve to
literally
get all
starts
upset.
telling his story and you just
He's throwing me
don't
off.
touch the camera,
Don't touch the camera. He's gonna go have a cigarette. You got to be here for the news, Steven.
Okay, let's do some news.
All right, I'm turning
Okay.
off his mic then.
Yeah, turn off his mic. Yeah, do that.
All right, yeah, do that. He
I'll
needs
put
to
up
cool
both
off.
headsets.
Go get a drink of water. All right.
All right, bring it.
The FAA is aiming to drag U.S. air traffic control out of the floppy disk era. This is kind
Wow.
of crazy. Acting Administrator Chris Rochalola told Congress it's time to replace. Welcome back.
The bigger man's back. The bigger man's back. Way to be the bigger man. Okay, my 3 and 5 year
I'll
old.
always be the bigger man. Go ahead and read your news, Jeff.
My 3 and 5 year old do this fight every day. So yes, but way to be the bigger man. That's what I tell the big guy.
Yeah, of course.
There you go. Way to be the bigger man, buddy.
But anyways, they're the FAA
This is
is.
Come on.
You know what I can
You
do?
know what? We're each allowed one.
I can do this too. I can just mute the shit out of you all day. I can just
These guys,
mute
you
the
guys know
shit
these
out-
guys were best friends for years. Years. Just pretend for the radio, guys. It's called Hollywood. You know, let's do it. All right,
Steve, why don't you look at yourself in the mirror?
bring it? God, I could still smell. I could still smell
Wow.
this stuff. Wow.
What
is
sucks is like
wild,
I need to
dude.
like really plug it, like open.
You want
it
to know
up
what
or
really
Here's
sucks?
the thing. What do you think is gonna be? What do you think it's gonna be like good on? What would you put that on?
That's a tough one. I might even just put it on my chicken tomorrow. Or something.
Yeah, try it on your chicken because it's Chipotle. So
Yeah.
I kind of want to see what it does.
Steve, did you have something to say?
Yeah, you have anything, Steve?
I'm good.
All right, anything? No, okay.
I'm waiting.
Way to be the bigger man, Steve. Way to be the bigger man. Come back.
Finish the show. It's fine.
Did you say finish the show?
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. The FCC is going to let me be, so let me be. Let me be, so let me see. Try to cut me out on FTV.
All right, FAA is aiming to
there
drag
you
the
go.
U.S.
FAA, okay.
air traffic control out of the floppy disk era.
Oh, wow.
The acting administrator told Congress it's time to replace the outdated system still using paper strips and Windows 95.
Yeah, no way.
Well, I have something to say about this. With over a third systems deemed unsustainable, recent radar outages have highlighted urgent vulnerabilities backed by bipartisan support in the aviation industry. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy launched the Modern Skies Coalition, pushing a bold overhaul estimated in the tens of billions, which seems kind of
It's a tough word to say. Vulnerabilities.
You gotta-
That's a tough word to say.
The amount of computers they use at each airport, they're gonna have to freaking update, is what they're saying, right? That's why it's gonna be billions of dollars.
It's going to take 4 years and expects real challenges to tech. I mean, but here's the thing: say there's like a tax on like hijacking their systems and such. They have an advantage because they're so outdated,
Right.
That they should maybe keep it.
Might as well leave it there.
Leave it
It's
at-
actually
leave it as
working
is.
still.
I mean,
Dude.
but it's gonna eventually just. I mean, some of the parts are just gonna get they're gonna fall apart.
I agree.
Get to
go
the
for
point,
it.
Jeff.
Well, no.
I'm waiting.
Here's what I think. First of all, it's hard to believe that system still hasn't been updated.
It is hard to
Number
believe.
one. Number two, why not update it? Why not spend the tens of billions of dollars? They spend tens of billions of dollars on anything else. They don't freaking care, dude.
Yeah.
You can spend $10 billion and they're like, okay, here's $10 billion. Just spend it on this. It's no big deal.
Here's just
Sure.
$10 billion for you.
But then also, then also you can sit there and go, you're right. What if we do get hacked? Like we can jump into this whole cyber world, but then we get hacked and then everybody like runs planes into each other. Might as well keep it as simple as possible and leave it as is and let it be Pushing Tin style with Billy Bob Thornton and Angelina Jolie and John Cusack. On one breath. On one breath. I do that whole rant on one breath.
What a throwback, dude.
But dude, watch that movie. But yeah, it's hard to do, man. But that stuff worked, dude. It's all you have to do is have that information.
Jesus.
What was the one where he does that? He says he does that. He takes a deep breath and he does. I
Ace
forgot.
Ventura.
Yeah, Ace Ventura. Exactly.
No, it's where it's like, okay, 20,
Let's
But yeah,
why not?
replay.
So yeah, dude, keep it as the way it is. And maybe not,
Well,
some
all that
cyber
money that
attacks.
gets lost sending into
gets
Ukraine
yeah.
or wherever.
and building the under
Yeah,
United States
yeah,
world
yeah.
that we have, all that stuff under Denver or whatever it is. So yeah,
Go ahead with your news, Jeff.
bring the next one.
Sole survivor of the Air India crash
this is gnarly.
is sharing his miraculous story. Let me get this name right. Viswash Kumar Ramesh, a British national of
exactly how you
Indian
say it.
origin, was the only person to walk away. Did you see the TMZ him actually walking away?
Yes.
No
And
one
he's
even
just
knew
like
it was
chill-
him.
Yeah, he's just chilling.
And he's like on the phone.
He's like, maybe I just got out of this plane. Like, just standing there, just walk away. So, did you know? Here's the weirdest thing. He was in 11A, seat 11A.
Yeah. One of the
And-
most dangerous seats.
No, this is the one where you survive. If you're in a one where everybody dies together, there's another dude that was in like a Singapore flight or something like that, or like another one out of like Taiwan. I'm sorry to like mix it up and just throw it out there. But dude, the dude was in 11A as well because it's right behind first class and you're in the aisle right where the door, the exit is. So you can pop it open and just jump, hopefully, when the thing explodes and maybe you live. That's
Well, I
what
heard
it
he
is.
was on the emergency aisle seat, but what I heard is not
11A.
the most safe seat because it's closer to the front and it's better to be in the back.
My dad
but what
always
I
told me
heard
to go in the back, but
I heard
it's
that
not
they
right.
landed when it was landing, it flipped
Yeah.
and the tail landed first.
Wow.
So
That
that's
is gnarly, man.
one person. Though.
Yeah. It's happened a couple times with one person. It's 11A.
I would buy a lottery ticket right away.
Dude, I would just start selling the 11A seat. If I'm Delta, I'd be like, 11A is a $50,000.
100%.
Steve,
11A is $150,000
I bet you 11A is going to
Bidding
go
has
on.
begun on 11A.
Yeah, I bet a lot of people are buying 11A now for
yes, dude.
flights.
If you have a chance, it's like, dude, how did that guy do that? He said he jumped.
Steve, thoughts?
I'm good.
No, he's good.
Well, let's take a little break.
They don't call him the best color man in the league for nothing. What movie's that?
Say what?
They say he goes, do you have anything to say? He's all, no. He goes, they don't call him the best color man in the league for nothing.
What is that from?
Major League.
Oh my God, it is. I almost said that. Oh my God.
He's oh boy, it's looking good for the
In this league, Ricky, we got haircut little ramifications. You got to wear a hat and you got to make sure you do your
caps and
thing.
sleeves and this.
That's what I said, caps and sleeves. That's right.
Let's take a break. We're gonna all hug each other. Let's
wait.
Hug
squash
it out.
this shit,
Bring
and
it
we'll
in.
be right back.
Love it.
Yo, Jeff yourself. Jeff yourself. Let Chef cook. Let Chef cook. We're flying up the truth with a sideways look. It's a wild kind of vibe, and it's most definitely the Jeff and Jeffrey Show. Yeah, that's the recipe. Well, the sun's going down and the mics are hot. Adam Green's back in the guest spot. Two boys at home, but he's rolling free. More shows than a rerun on late TV. Go Jeff yourself, go Jeff yourself. Let Chef Jeff cook, let Chef Jeff cook. We're frying up the truth with a sideways look. It's a wild kind of vibe, and it's most definitely the Jeff and Jeffrey Show. Yeah, that's the recipe. Now Steve sails in with a rock and roll roar, eye patch, a mic, and boots on the floor. A bona fide pirate sings like a storm, drinks rum from a mug. That's podcast war. Oh, Steve's got a hook, Adam's got the stats. Jeff's in the booth, flipping verbal acrobats. Most definitely it's a triple threat ride, like a surfboard solo with the tide on your side. Oh, Steve's got a hook, Adam's got the stats. Jeff's in the booth, flipping verbal acrobats. Most definitely it's a triple threat ride, like a surfboard solo with the tide on your side. Go Jeff yourself, go Jeff yourself. Let Chef Jeff cook, let Chef Jeff cook. He's stirring up chaos in every nook. Yeah, the signal's hot and the takes come free, from the depths of the dial to the high five and C. Ooh, most definitely we're cruising on frequency with Adam and Steve. There's no reprieve. So go Jeff yourself on your radio TV.
Oh wow, is that a moose? What a majestic animal. I better get very close to it for a nice selfie. Oh wait, now I'm being stomped to death and here I am, a dumb ghost, reading you this PSA. Folks, believe it or not, people have this weird tendency to approach wild animals, especially ones that have the capability to injure or kill you. This actually happens in real life, so be sure to maintain a safe distance from wild animals, because guess what? They're scared, wild, and unpredictable. Brought to you by the Jeffy and Jeffrey Association and the Jeffed Up Council.
And I'll just take one. It's amazing. Oh, what's that?
Oh, what were you talking about? What were you talking about?
The artistry. Anyone knows? You know, what is it? If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. The artistry.
I know. I thought it was the artistry, but it's the artistry.
What was I going to say? Did you hear about Andrew Tolles? Have you ever heard about this?
Oh, no,
story?
I know about it. That's years ago, though.
I
That's
know,
been going
but
on for years.
it's like kind of recircled.
Yes.
Or recirculated on
Surfaced,
the...
yeah.
Resurfaced, that's a good one. Yeah, but that's kind of crazy that like
That is
he
gnarly.
like turned out homeless. They found him behind like a FedEx building on an airport in like Florida.
Yes.
And like his picture, like they put him in jail. This picture circulated around.
Yes.
And his family pointed it out, and we're happy to see that. I mean, they were
There you go.
stoked to see him, and there we go, a little Miller Lite.
Exactly. It's just a beer.
But like, what's cool about the Dodgers is like they've kept him as a restricted player, and they're not paying him, but they've put him on the insurance policy.
It's mental health, dude.
Talk about the best insurance policy to have is like a professional sports team, especially
Yeah.
like the Dodgers.
Mental health is number one, man.
Yeah.
You got to have that so you can take care of the rest of your body. So you got it. Mental health is number one. That's
Mental
all there is
health
to
for
it.
sure.
Yeah, you have to have it. If you're going to be taking care of everything else or anybody else around you, you have to be centered yourself.
Yeah, it's kind of like the whole argument of putting the flight mask on yourself before you put it on the child.
Oh, dude, we have to do that at the house every day. I swear. That's why I wake up early. I get an hour or like 30 minutes to myself before the kids wake up because I'm like, let me have my coffee. Let me get myself centered too. Like wake up a little bit, and then it's like, all right, let's rock.
Steve, thoughts?
You know it's coming.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
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 Sounds good.
You know what's really good for your
They don't
mental
call
health?
him the best color man in the league for nothing, ladies and gentlemen. Give me a little uke for that. God, Bob Uecker was so good. Vince Scully, Bob Uecker, probably the best two voices in baseball. I know Jack Buck was supposed to be. It wasn't during my
Here's
time.
a baseball player that I just heard about. His name's Jacob Mizorowski. Have you heard of this guy?
He blew his arm out the other day.
No. I was
Yes.
getting excited about this
No,
guy.
he's already toast. Look it up. It's either Tommy John or his shoulder, but I'm pretty sure it's Tommy John surgery. Yeah. He was excellent, and he just blew his arm out. Everybody's going nuts on him, and he just blew his arm out. Look it up.
Like, what was, you said Tommy John?
Yes, that's elbow. Oh, yeah.
He looks like a guy that's just going to whip his
He's too
elbow off.
because they just throw so gosh darn hard these days. It's unreal. These guys cannot stop throwing 100 miles an hour, and it's so rad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, how long do you think Otani's going to last, though? That was crazy, but he was pitching up to 100.
I hope that they realize they minimize his use and just keep him as a closer and just go, dude, we'll take you into the postseason. And if we need one dude for like a shutout inning, maybe he gets like his stuff back.
Yeah.
And then just let him hit, dude. He's awesome. It's just like Babe Ruth. They're like, dude, don't you have to pitch anymore? You don't have to pitch anymore. Just hit. Because he was that good. And that's what Shohei is. He's that good. Him and Judge are on a different level of baseball right now, dude. And it is so cool to watch.
Oh, yeah.
Aaron Judge, for anybody that doesn't know, he's on the New York Yankees. He's ridiculous, 6'7", and he drops bombs. And him and Shohei, and Shohei is one behind. Shohei has 26, Cal Raleigh has 26 home runs, and Shohei has 25. And no joke, these guys are like, they're dropping bombs nonstop. And dude, the All-Star break's about to come up probably in 10 days. And yeah, these guys are super studs, man.
Did you hear about the sponsorship though with like Otani's sponsorship deals are like astronomical compared to like
He's at $50 or
Soto and
$60
Aaron
million,
Judge.
yeah.
No, last year he made almost $70 million.
70.
While Aaron Judge made $7.
Of course, because dude, Shohei's
because he's international.
His international following is massive, dude.
Yeah.
It is so crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Yes, that's rad. So yeah, Shohei's awesome, dude. I believe it, and Drago is the man.
Steve,
I just want to
thoughts?
see. I want to see if Steve reacts to my Drago comment. I was like, Steve, you can react to Drago.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Steve, you know what you should need is a shot of this, a little shot of hot sauce.
Oh my gosh, that's serious. That was good. It was just too hot for me.
It's so hot.
All right, give me some news.
I'm gonna give you some more news.
Hit me with the news.
Let's get some news in.
News?
You want some freaking news? You're like,
I'm waiting.
Do it.
News.
in a nostalgic showdown of man versus machine, ChatGPT recently lost badly at chess to an Atari 2600 from 1977. Citrix engineer Robert Caruso pitted the AI chatbot against Atari chess, expecting an easy win. Instead, ChatGPT struggled mixing up pieces, misreading moves, getting absolutely wrecked. That was the quote on beginner mode. ChatGPT also blamed Atari's icons for being too abstract to recognize. It was literally blaming. But when the game was switched over to standard notation, it didn't perform any better.
Really?
Yes. Meanwhile, the 8-bit console calmly played on, crushing its modern opponent with decades-old code.
What do you think? What do you think about that?
What do
I
I
want to
think?
kick
I
it
mean-
back to you. What do you think about
I
that?
mean, it's like their own turf. It might be their own turf situation where
Right.
like the Ataris, they're playing it. ChatGPT is playing its game,
Right.
But like ChatGPT is not good at math, from what I heard, like doing complex math. So it if you tell it to multiply something, it sometimes will get it wrong, from what I heard.
I'm still on board with the whole Chat GPT is just fast Google. They still
it's
think it's
so
fast
good.
Google. I don't think there's any AI about it.
And you
I
can
think it's
talk
just
to it
fast
too.
Google. Yeah.
And you can talk to it like a
not buying it
conversation,
yet, man.
Yeah. No, ChatGPT is great. I think it like
Yeah.
I was trying to make a song and it said it can give me a breakdown. It can't do any singing, but it can give me a the song, just the track.
Right.
And it will give you the cues of when to and lyrics to when to sing.
Okay.
So we literally could like make a song right now if we
No
wanted
way.
to. Yeah.
See, that's amazing and that's cool. But I think, anybody could do that. Any assistant can do that for you. Anything
Yeah.
can do that. And like, I don't know.
Yeah, ChatGPT is now the assistant.
They're not the artists. Like, you go to them for the answers. Like, go to them for like, hey, how should I save more power in my house? Hey, how can you make a grid to save more money in my house? Like, how can I help the world like today? Like, what can I do? I'm this guy. This is all my stats. How can I help the world today to be a safer, cleaner place? Instead of going, hey, draw me a picture of a frog sitting on the earth and blowing a kiss.
And it's art.
It's just, and I don't need art from there. I don't need poetry from ChatGPT. I don't need art. I just need, the answers.
Good point. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't want
Right.
I mean, they're just only basing off what we say. So, or ChatGPT is, and we have to kind of like it. I don't know. They're gonna have to start like showing that like a little watermark, like this was AI
They
created.
should. That would be a sick thing because when people are like, look at this video and this person disappeared into a sinkhole or something, it's like, dude, that's fake. And everybody knows like that's AI.
Have you
That's
seen the
AI.
Google VO3 ads?
Yes, they're too much.
it's
it
too
looks
much.
like they all look like Terry Bradshaw on steroids and
They all look.
amphetamines.
Everybody's like really happy about things.
And why is everything Terry Bradshaw lookalikes? It's so weird, dude. I seriously can't stop.
I might get that ad on
go ahead
there.
and blast it out there.
The
It's
Google
so
VO3
weird.
ads.
Yes.
Steve, thoughts?
Yeah.
That's legit. It's
I
legit.
like that. Yeah, like someone sent me a video the other day of like someone in Vegas and like this old lady was talking to a reporter and they have like the same persona, like the happy, upbeat personality, and I'm like, that doesn't seem real to me at all.
No, some of it you can kind of tell because it's too good. You're like, no.
All right, let's get this one. Here's like a man on the street.
It's too much, man.
What do you think about the idea that we're just a bunch of prompts?
If I'm generated from a prompt,
second.
how come I don't have 6 fingers?
Some people say we're just AI created via some simple prompts. Thoughts?
If I'm just a prompt, mine clearly said add anxiety and a caffeine addiction.
Are we all just computer-generated NPCs created by our prompt engineering overlords? No.
If that's the case, they definitely skimped on the tokens for me.
Are we real or AI?
Okay, everybody that's been on has been AI, right?
Yeah.
If you can't tell either,
That's
then we're
spooky.
so cooked.
No, but you can tell. I think you can tell everything.
Okay, wait, no.
You can tell.
Wait. That last one right here, let's go to that, where they're on the daytime.
Clearly said add anxiety and a caffeine addiction.
This one looks real. This one looks.
No, you can
this
see his
one looks.
outline. You can see his
created by
outline,
our
dude.
prompt engineering overlords.
This looks real to
If
me.
that's the
They're in
case, they
3D.
definitely
No, it's
skimped on
baloney.
the tokens for me.
Are we real
They're in a
or
different
AI?
dimension. You can see it.
I mean, I really can't tell the difference, can you?
If you can't tell either, then we're
His
so
hair,
cooked.
right? His hair.
Have you seen the game Body Cam?
No, what's that?
This
You
video
gotta
game.
explain it. Talk about it.
So there's a video game that looks way too real that like you're like because they came out with this footage of Body Cam and I'm like that can't be real. Let's see if I can get like just some random footage.
Oh no, it's gonna have like real footage, like walking.
This
through
is a
the-
video game. I watched someone actually play this game. It's like a real video game because they're
Yeah.
respawning and such. But this is a.
I don't like it.
Yeah, it's too real.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I don't know if I can play it. Like I play Call of Duty all the
Nah,
time, but
that's
it's just like
Nah, it's a bad idea.
it's a real bad idea.
You gotta keep
Pandora's
it a little
box.
bit pixelated, like 007 GoldenEye, man. That's a bad idea.
Yeah, it's gonna. I don't know. I don't know if I like that one.
Nah, it's too much.
I don't even know if I
Gnarls.
played it once on my.
Put on the Eagles. Yeah. Where's our Eagles and Big Bear?
Yeah,
Put those guys on in the
one of them
background.
left.
They're so beautiful. I know. And like one of them still sitting there. What are they called? Sophie and Jalopy or whatever they're called. There's two of them. The one of them took off. And I just can't remember which one's which.
Eagle Cam. Let's see if I can get this one.
It's
going.
got to be still live.
Yeah, it's still here.
Yeah,
Here it
channel I think 11 has it on in the morning. Foxy. Who's got it? What do you got? There they are. Oh my gosh, there's nobody.
there?
Oh my gosh.
Boring.
No, that's cool. That's good for the Eagles, dude. They're making their own nests. Holy moly.
We can put it full
They're
screen.
gonna come back. Yeah, they're gonna come back. That's what should be our screensaver right now. That's rad.
Yeah, put it in the
leave
background.
leave
It's
that
good to
up.
have.
Yeah,
Maybe they'll fly up at one point.
exactly.
But yeah, I think, and then it looks like both of them must have left the nest.
So
the babies.
What's the new exercise you wanted to do? What's the new exercise?
Oh, you know what? I actually do have something that we could go
I know
over.
you have a new party you want to do, and I want to do it.
So, where did this go?
Yeah,
One
bring it,
second. One
bring it.
second.
I like the colors of all your buttons over there. There's a lot of button colors.
It'll look cool in the dark. Okay, so so apparently if you sit more than 4 hours a day, there's
you're
these
smoking.
exercise like you're ruining your back basically.
Right.
I like to do on like every like 45 minutes, like you can do like 10 push-ups or like 10 body weight squats, and that's gonna be
all it takes to offset that.
yeah. I would say that. That's
Yeah.
what I. But like so for one of the first ones is the dead hang. So apparently just hanging from a bar is supposed to be really good for you.
Okay.
So it like kind of decompresses your spine,
Right.
Unlocks your hips and loosens your shoulders. So like, and you try to do it for like an extended amount of time, and it's supposed to be really good for me. Whatever.
I'm into that. I'll do that.
And it increases mobility. Deadlifts, you do that twice a week. That's supposed to strengthen your back muscles.
Right.
Deadlifts, I'm a little afraid to do though because I feel like I would pull my back out for that.
So okay, if you lock, you kind of gotta lock your back and do this thing where it's like it stays straight, but you're still going.
Yeah.
Like when you're doing it, it's like a slide up.
Yeah.
You can do it without even using like the muscles you think that you're gonna hurt. It's more like a leg push to a turn. You know, it's like when you're doing lat pull downs, you pretend there's a string attached to your lats to the bar, and you just go. You're not pulling with your arms; you're just pulling with your back. You know what I mean? You have to focus on different things.
Yeah.
Like if you pull down, flexing your back, and like so with this one, it's like a pull up, and you're pushing with your legs at the same time, and pulling back with your whole back, not just your lower back. Like that's the whole thing. You use your entire body instead of like just your lower.
It's like visualizing how to. Yeah,
it's a
kind of
whole
weird.
visualization thing to make. Like watch Arnold Schwarzenegger's movie Pumping Iron. You know?
I gotta watch that again.
He tells you so many rad tips, and like when he's talking to Ferrigno and stuff, and like he's talking to little Minnie Mouse and stuff, he gives the best tips on how to lift and how to visualize it and what to think about when you're doing stuff. It is so rad.
And you visualize success.
Oh yeah, he talks about body English and stuff. Like they'll talk about different things to do and different things to focus on, and it's so rad. It's a really good movie to watch if you really actually want to get muscle. Not that I ever watched it once because I have no idea how to get muscle, but That guy knows exactly what he's
What do you
doing.
mean you don't know how to get muscle?
I'm like just saying, like, dude, he knows what he's talking about. I'm a big Arnie fan, man. Like, you know, he was kind of a pompous, you know, male dude, whatever back then. But
For
I like
sure.
that guy now.
I like him now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's rad.
he's kind of mellowed out.
Yeah.
I
And
watched
he
like
knew
the
how to lift.
I watched like the 3-part series, but only watched the 2 parts, and then he started doing the
Yeah.
political part, and I'm like, and he's like the governor. I'm like, I kind of lost interest.
Yeah, nobody's interested in politics.
No, boring.
It's called just freaking, you know, just believe in what you want to believe.
Okay,
No
so
one's gonna
another
tell you what to do.
back strengthening exercise is the child's pose,
Which one's job is?
where you kind of like you get on your knees and you like literally you try to
It's like
stretch your
yoga,
arms out as
child's-
far as
yeah.
possible.
Right.
And I do this every morning actually because I had to like start stretching my lower back.
Right.
Because I was tired of my lower back and it hurt all the time. So I do like 4 lower back exercises in the morning. The child's pose is a great one.
Ah, it's rad. I know. I should be doing more stretching than I do. I just kind of like when I walk into the gym, I like get into it right away. I'm like, all right, let's go. Like,
Do you want to see what a child's pose is?
bunch of pull-ups and push-ups right away.
Let's get the child's pose
Yeah,
going.
child pose us, dude.
Child's pose.
But yeah, dude. When you're saying the hanging too, it's like, dude, just do the pull-ups because you're already there. So might as well do the pull-ups too while you're there. Because it's all body weight stuff. That'll be fun. The dark web.
The dark web. So it's like that pose is basically what you do right there.
Yeah, exactly.
It's pretty straightforward. Like you like
so it's
literally
a yoga
pull
stretch, right?
Yeah.
Is that Pilates stretch or is it yoga stretch?
I don't
Yoga
know.
stretch? Yeah.
So she's demonstrating
Yoga
right here.
stretch. Steve in his glasses. He's Jeff's like, he's demonstrating right here. Steve's like, one of that Bowie knives and I'm gonna go down.
And then there's a Sphinx. Okay, so another one is called the Sphinx pose. I think I do this one where
Sphinx
you kind of.
pose.
I like to call it like the snake pose.
Got me a sling blade.
Some fried green maters. That one where you kind of push
God, that
yourself
was
up.
Billy Bob's best stuff. That
So
was
good.
The original Billy Bob was so
He's
good.
literally never gonna do it again though. He's like, you know how people
Yes.
will probably try to entice him to like do a line from the movie.
Oh,
He's
there's no
probably
way.
never gonna do that again.
I feel like he thinks he's like supposed to be embarrassed from that, but I swear that is some of his best acting I've ever seen. That sling blade stuff is insane.
He literally can do no wrong. It seems like right now.
I have a question. If you were a gun to your head style, like you had to say your favorite movie of all time, what do you say?
Favorite movie all time.
Yeah. And I'm gonna do another one too.
Favorite movie all time.
I'm gonna Fight Club. The end.
Fight Club.
Too easy.
Yeah, it's like funny because like those ones are like the greats that you've
Yeah.
seen it so many, like Shawshank
Right.
Redemption. You've seen it so many times, but it's so
Shawshank.
good.
Yeah, I love movies, but like I'm just be like you put a gun in my head, Fight Club, dude. Fight Club.
Fight Club.
Because
Yeah.
I love Brad Pitt's comment on that. He turned to somebody and they asked him, like, he's like, dude, that was really good. And he turned to them, like, as the premiere came out, he goes, this is the best movie I'm ever going to be in. That was it. That was his personal comment. And I agree with him. Like, I think that was the best movie
He's never
ever
done
gonna be in.
Moneyball. Come on. I just watched Moneyball again
You think
recently.
Moneyball's better than Fight Club?
It's not better than Fight Club, but I think it was like
what
one
the
of the
whole point is.
But like that movie was like a beast of its own. I'm talking about like for performance wise, Brad Pitt,
Yeah.
you know, in Moneyball did pretty well.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
But it wasn't better than Fight Club.
It wasn't better than Fight
That's
Club,
the
but
point.
The Crow.
There he is. You're back. I knew I'd get you in movies. I was like, I'm bringing Steve back.
The Crow.
Do you like The Crow?
Crow.
Did you like
Brandon
The
Lee.
Crow?
I'm gonna say Big Trouble in Little China.
Fuck yeah.
One of the best movies you ever fucking seen in your entire
Love
life.
it. There you
If we're
go.
really talking about like real shit, dude.
Yes.
You ever watch Hook?
Hook.
Robin
Yeah,
Williams.
Hook is excellent.
Dustin Hoffman as Captain Hook.
Dude.
Bob Hoskins as Smee.
I want a cookie. I
Julia
want a
Roberts.
party.
There you
Julia
go.
Roberts as Tinkerbell.
There you go.
Go to hell, man. That's one of the best movies you ever fucking seen in your
Dude,
entire life, man.
Hook. I have a Dustin Hoffman to my mom and dad from Dustin Hoffman from Luck. Like it was so rad.
Hook. You want to know?
Hook's so good.
You want to know Heath Ledger's best performance that's right next to the Joker.
10 Things I Hate About You.
No, when he played.
It is though. It's that good.
It's when he played Skip.
She's got beer flavored nipples.
He played Skip Anglem in fucking Lords of Dogtown.
Oh yeah, good point.
There you go.
Yeah, Lords of
Great
Dogtown.
role,
Yeah,
dude.
And you want to talk about somebody who's
he's not a pirate like us, man.
someone who's really
So true.
Someone who's really stretched themselves,
There you
who
go.
moved themselves for a role, like where people were like, I don't know what he was doing, I don't know what he had, and like where he got that from. When you watch a movie, there's a movie out there. It's called the actor's names was I can't remember his name.
Give me a dude.
The movie's called Dick Tracy, and it's with Warren Beatty, and the guy. What's that guy's name? I never remember his name.
I've seen that movie once. I think.
Dick
No,
Tracy.
you just said his name, didn't
Dick
you?
Tracy. No.
Warren Beatty.
Dick Tracy. Warren Beatty played Dick Tracy. The guy who plays Flat Top, his name is that dude. Before he got famous, played Flat Top, and they said this guy will never make it in
I
Hollywood.
know exactly. I'm picturing in my head.
name
I
is-
know. He's got that little thing.
I'm getting it right now.
He people were like, dude, my brother, your director,
Mm-hmm.
he said, he goes, this guy like has a future in Hollywood. He's a method actor. He's a character actor. His name is
What's the name of the character
Flat
again?
Top.
Flat Top, and Dick Tracy. His name is
1 second.
that dude. Him and Michael Shannon.
It's not Gary Oldman.
No, him and Gary Oldman's a legend. But like
No, I know. But
Michael Shannon and this dude, they fall into that same like Gary like what is his name? Jeff.
I'm not. It seems, well, there's a lot of big actors, so I have to like scroll down the list here.
I'll be fast.
Flat Top, William Forsythe.
Thank you.
Forsythe.
William
There you go.
Forsythe.
There's only a couple of really good fucking character actors in Los Angeles, aka Hollywood, whatever. Dude, he's one of them. Jeffrey, what's his name?
Jeffrey Rush.
Jeffrey Rush.
No, Jeffrey,
The dude who plays
half
fucking
black dude. Jeffrey
I know what you mean.
Jeffrey Wright.
Jeffrey Wright.
Jeffrey Wright. Yeah.
That guy can play
Oh,
any.
that guy's great.
Any
Okay,
person in the whole planet.
Who's the dude who plays Barbosa in Pirates of the Caribbean?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Jeffrey Rush.
Jeffrey Rush.
That's Jeffrey Rush.
Did you ever see a movie called Shine?
Yes.
It's based on the guy
Yeah.
who wrote Flight of the
Best,
Walls.
Yes.
One of my most favorite scenes
There
in
you
all
go.
of cinema.
When he plays that part,
The Flight of the
I
Bumblebee.
remember being like, dude, Adrian Brody has like some moments. There's a part like in a movie with
Adrian Brody, I'm just like after that speech, I'm sorry. I'm like I'm a thumbs
Yeah,
down, but I
but
still get him. I understand.
You gotta look
He's
at like
good.
you gotta look at the art.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit what you say
Yes.
when you accept an award.
Did you
Look at the art.
Did you see why he got kicked off Saturday Night Live? Where you will never do Saturday Night Live again?
Yeah.
No, it's fine. That's worked. That's happened before.
That's what Navarro just he goes.
Who's the guy that you and I
He
talked
says
about?
we're freezing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The video's freezing up. Audio's fine.
Who's the guy that we? Fuck your friends. No offense.
What? They know exactly. They're listening. They're listening. Hey,
Who's the
no
guy that- who-
offense,
who's the-
only defense.
Who's the guy that we talk about in that movie all the time that you and I watched and we were like, dude, it's the greatest movie of all time.
Boogie Nights.
Thank you. There's a moment where
I just
like,
made that up. Was that really what it is?
yes, yes,
Really?
yes.
Nice work.
Okay, dude,
Back.
you remember
guys
like
are back.
Burt Reynolds didn't
Burt Reynolds was fantastic.
he didn't want
in
to take that part.
He didn't want it at
He didn't
all. I
want
know
a part
that.
out of it all.
Yes.
There's a scene in that movie you can watch it, and they'll show you the behind the cuts where it's the dude who plays like the Colonel,
Ah,
and he goes,
he's laughing in the background.
and he goes, I got simple pleasures, Jack. I like butter in my ass and lollipops in my mouth. Like
I love that line.
You gotta remember, like there's parts in movies where like there's just strokes of genius, and we don't see it because we're not on set. But like the one that I saw that was the most recent one that like blew my mind was when I was watching a movie recently called White Boy Rick. And it's with Matthew McConaughey.
He's the
It's
dad.
based on a true story about this guy who was like this. He's served the longest sentence for most non-violent crime. I think he served like 30 something years or whatever. There's a part where like I remember like Matthew McConaughey goes from being like enduring to like reassuring to like he breaks down and like loses his shit.
Right.
Did you ever see what's the one where the AIDS one with Matthew McConaughey?
Dallas Buyers
Did you
Club.
ever see that shit?
Look at him finish it.
Did you ever see that?
Sometimes we finish each other's sentences, you know.
I don't think we've
Yes,
ever.
I have.
I actually don't think we've ever finished each other.
I love
Your boy. You're waiting for me to do it, but I did it because
You
I
didn't
already
do it.
started talking.
Dude,
Sandwiches.
Matthew McConaughey has had some moments, but the moment
Yeah, we're frozen on there.
the moment that I lost my shit and kind of accepted the fact that Matthew McConaughey is one of the greatest actors of all time was in Dallas Buyers Club.
Who's the dude? The dude was the other dude, the pretty boy from Joker, right?
Who?
Jared Leto.
Damn, his performance was
care about
incredible.
it. I don't care about
his performance was good.
I think he's actually in trouble too.
He's in trouble right now.
He's in trouble.
He's got
Jared Leto is?
Yeah.
He's got some great moments. Yeah, some young girls came forward and he's
in
got some
trouble.
moments. But I'll tell you right now, Matthew McConaughey lately, like over the last few years, has stepped it up.
Yeah.
He has stepped it up.
No way.
In Dallas Buyers Club, there's a scene where he like goes in this like bathroom stall and he like breaks down.
yeah.
I'll be honest with you, I fucking cried.
Matthew McConaughey is amazing. If you look at his list of things, okay, dude, that guy rips. If you look at his list of things that he wrote before he went to college and before he became an actor, he's accomplished everything on his list. It is the gnarliest thing I've ever seen, and I'm so stoked for the dude because he seems like an all right guy. And to see somebody write that shit down and then actually like become that, I'm like, dude.
Did you watch
win.
Dallas Buyers Club?
Yeah, absolutely.
The part where he like goes in the bathroom stall and like
I heard you.
I remember being like, dude, fuck me.
Dude, it's a good movie.
Fuck.
It's a good movie. It's super heavy. It's the beginning of the HIV, like
Yeah,
the
man.
AIDS, and
That
it's like,
fucked me
dude,
up.
that's gnarly.
Fucked
And
me up.
yes, so yes, very good.
Did you ever see? Okay, a lot of people give Joseph Gordon-Levitt a really hard
I
time.
think he's great.
I love that guy.
I
I've met
love
him. He's been the sweetest dude
You met him?
ever. Yes.
I love him.
I was like, Robin, what's up? Like, straight up. That's all I thought.
My wife does not get why I love him.
Oh, he's a sweetie pie.
I remember seeing like
That
dude,
bike
like
movie was so good that he did.
what was the one where he 500 Days of Summer? There's a scene where
He did a great job being pathetic in that.
Well, fuck it. There's a scene where he like it says like this is what I love about cinema. There's a scene where he walks into like his former girlfriend's like party.
Right.
And the screen splits and it says like reality.
Oh my
expectations.
God.
That fucked me up
That's
so
the
hard.
director, dude. That's not Joseph
Because like in
Gordon-Levitt.
reality, it was like him sitting there by himself. No one was talking to him. He's all sad. And then like expectations was like him, like he's the life of the party. He's like, yeah, and the girl's like hanging on his arm. I remember being like, fuck.
Living the dream.
And then a couple years later, he did a movie called 50-50 where he had the cancer.
Yes.
And him and Seth Rogen. I remember thinking like, oh, here's another Seth Rogen movie.
Oh no.
Hit me.
Yeah.
Hit me hard.
Right.
10 Things I Hate About You. Angels in the Outfield. Like that dude just has he has this like. Do you ever see what was it called? What's the movie where he plays the Hesher? You ever seen Hesher?
We did see Hesher. You
Natalie
told me
Portman?
to watch it. Yeah.
Dude, where he plays this long-haired metal guy who just like fucks shit up and like burns
Right.
stuff and like
Yeah.
breaks shit.
No,
And
I've seen that.
he's a guardian angel in that movie.
Yeah.
It like took me to the next. Okay, you ever want to do
gotta
yourself a
watch that
favor?
one again.
Watch a movie called Brick.
I watched Brick. That's San
You've seen
Clemente.
Brick?
Yeah.
They shot that in San Clemente.
Yes.
I have two friends who were in that movie.
Right. Dude, your boy directed that movie from Star Wars.
Brick,
Yeah.
Hesher, and then he goes on to do a movie. I saw a movie with him once where he plays a what does he play? He plays like a some sort of a reporter or what was it called? The Joseph Gordon-Levitt has like he has this ability to not only make you feel like you like sympathize with him, but remember in 500 Days of Summer, there's a part where he's karaokeing like a Smith song and like a Morrissey
That
song.
movie fucked me up.
It fucked me up too.
Were you embarrassed for him?
No.
You're like, keep going,
so
buddy.
sad.
Keep
I
going.
remember just being like, fucking, this guy's just getting like heart ripped out, dude.
Yeah.
Like this poor fucking guy. But I
I
think
love it.
I don't think a lot of people could pull that role off.
No, because he's a little piece of pathetic in him. He knows he has a piece of pathetic.
he
in him.
has
He's
that.
been pathetic before, and he's like,
has
I can be pathetic. I got this.
Pull up Joseph Gordon-Levitt movies real quick because there's a couple movies that you got to see that this guy
Dude,
does.
Batman Returns or whatever. What is it? Batman Returns? That's where he's Robin.
What about the one where he's like addicted to porn?
That's the one I was trying to think. Don John.
Don John
Don
with ScarJo.
John.
ScarJo. There you go. So good.
What are we talking
And that
about?
was
right
directed by him too.
Yeah.
What are we
that
talking
was
about
his
right
movie.
now? Dude, Don John had something different that movies don't.
It was
have
fun.
nowadays.
That's rad.
I thought it was a fun movie.
All of a sudden, he's like talking about like he's a stud though. He's not a pathetic guy. He like is.
These are all coming up. These are all movies in the works.
Glass Onion, no. It's
Wait,
2022.
oh no, okay. I was like, what?
No,
I'm like,
these
I
are
don't
in the
know these at all.
upcoming.
Oh, upcomings.
Homeboy's got a talent. He's got a gift. Dude's got a gift.
I mean, I think.
I don't think those are his movies, man. I think you're off.
Wait, is it? Because I don't remember even being in that movie. Knives Out?
Dude, you know what's gnarly? Go back up to that one picture. He looks like the dude from what's that movie called where the guy turns into a psychotic, and he's like the M. Night Shyamalan guy.
Oh, I know it.
Yeah, he looks like
Glass.
what's his name? Yeah, he looks like what's his name there.
Yeah.
I can't think of the guy's name.
What is his name?
Yeah, he
I'll have
looks
to get
like
that
him.
one.
The dude who plays the young Professor X.
Yeah, he looks like him. And that guy's a good actor. I think Joseph Gordon-Levitt's nice. I think he was really cool, but I just don't know.
James McAvoy.
James McAvoy.
James McAvoy.
That's rad.
Did you hear about? Did your Mix Steamy is got ALS?
I saw him on an interview last night.
So you guys said something about Inception
He
earlier,
looks like
right?
shit.
Inception, right?
What about it?
What about
Do
it?
we forget that Joseph Gordon-Levitt's in that movie?
No, he's fantastic.
And you know who wanted him in that movie and wouldn't act in that movie if he wasn't in it was Tom Hardy. He said, "I want him in this movie."
Well, that's where we went with it because they're an ensemble cast. Like they're an ensemble cast for Christopher Nolan. That's why if I hear that Will Smith was supposed to be Leo's part, I don't buy it, dude. And I don't even think I'd watch the movie.
Agree.
I don't think I'd be into it. I'd be like, no,
100%.
you lose.
Well, and then you guys remember too, like there was a movie called God, what was that movie? Oh, it was called Looper, and it was Bruce Willis.
I love Looper.
I
And that's
love
your
that.
boy Brick.
So Brick Boy,
Yeah.
he said the only way I'll
Ryan
do this
Johnson.
movie is if I get to meet Bruce Willis. And Bruce
Yes.
Willis met him, and he said, "I love this kid.
Yeah.
he has to play the younger me." And the director said, "Well, we have to give him a prosthetic like nose or
Right.
whatever." And he goes, "Fine, do whatever you got to
Sure.
do." Bruce Willis said he would not do the movie unless Joseph Gordon-Levitt played the younger version of him.
Right.
And I'm sorry, but you ever watch
That movie's excellent.
Hey, let me ask you a question. You ever watch Angels in the Outfield?
Yeah, of course.
Have you watched it recently?
Not for 3 years. I watch baseball
3
movies
years
all the time.
So you watched it 3 years ago.
I watch baseball
You
movies
sweetheart.
all the time.
You sweetheart.
Daniel Stern. I watch baseball movies all the time. Is that the one? Danny Glover, Daniel
Two
Stern,
things.
like all
Two
the
things.
studs.
That was Matthew McConaughey's first ever like huge, real like partially lead role.
Right.
That was Adrian Brody's first speaking role.
That's rad.
That was Brenda Fricker's breakout American role. Brenda Fricker is that Scottish actress who's like, Charlie, I got a juice tiger. What is it? Axe murder.
Okay.
She's
So I married
she's
an
a
axe murderer?
Scottish
Yeah.
actress. Everyone
He
loves Brenda
pants
Fricker.
now.
She's
Yeah.
like, as Charlie, do you know that she's had 7 husbands who've been
It's like an
murdered?
orange on a toothpick.
Murdered.
Yeah.
Okay, so Brenda Fricker was the one who was like the foster mother.
Okay.
And I believe in angels. And
Curly hair, beautiful girl.
She's
Yes.
like, she's gorgeous.
Got it.
So she had said, she goes, there's a something special about this movie, and I want you to see this real quick.
Am I wrong though? Is it Danny Glover and the other guys?
Danny Glover, Daniel Stern,
Were they in a different movie or is that the right one?
they're all in the same movie.
So
I heard
that's her now.
This is Brenda Fricker, and this was her when she was back in like Angels in the Outfield.
Okay, got it.
Since the Angels were independent, yes, and they're like,
Right.
And she's like, when a quarterback throws a touchdown, he gets down on a knee and he thinks, God, you don't laugh at him, but this kid claims he sees angels, and you're all sitting here making fun of him. So she
Not
said,
me.
she
I'm not.
she said that she wouldn't do this movie unless they clarified the message, which was that there are angels.
Okay.
So Joseph Gordon-Levitt was on before he was on Third Rock from the Sun. He said, "I'll do this movie, but I gotta have like clarity that like Danny Glover, Daniel Stern, everyone who's in this movie has the clarity that there are angels in the movie. You know who played the head angel? Doc from Back to the Future. What's his name?
Christopher Lloyd.
Thank you. Okay,
I'm like, these are all the guys, right? I'm like, this is the movie I watched.
two or three movies that I've watched recently as an adult that I've never watched since I was a kid. One of them was Hook.
Yeah.
Second one was Angels in the Outfield.
Hook is so good.
And
do you even like Hook?
I heard
I'll tell you right now.
I heard Matthew
I'm just trying
McConaughey
to
walked
get you all
into
the way
the
back.
I heard Matthew McConaughey walked in the audition and was like instantly casted
That's what he does.
for Angels in the Outfield.
That's what he does.
Because they wanted like a good looking dude. I'll tell you right now, dude. There was 3 movies. I can't remember the third one, but Angels in the Outfield and Hook. I watched again as an adult, as I hadn't seen since I was a kid, and I
Right.
fucking cried. I cried.
Which part?
All of it. Angels in the Outfield. There's a part where like
goddamn thing, man.
there's a part at the very end where like they what's his name who plays who's the boss? Tony Danza. He's like the over the hill pitcher, and like they're like, and Christopher Lloyd goes, he's gonna be one of us soon. I remember being like, oh my god, he's gonna die. And so like, what's his name comes out there, and even though he didn't see an angel, he just like walks out there and does this, and I remember being like,
Oh god,
This is it. This is it.
Hook. There's a
Yes.
part in that movie where I felt like I don't know if you don't have a soul, you don't understand this part. But like when Rob Williams comes out and he says to Dustin Hoffman, he says, you know, these are my kids. I'm here. I'm doing what I gotta do. And then Rufio looks at me and he goes, I wish I had a dad, and I wish he was just like you.
I wish I had a dad. It's just like you.
I think it's time to have kids, Steve. I think it's time to have kids, man.